Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mediacom Stadium here on this beautiful Thursday night here in the metro, in the capital city, Des Moines, Iowa, here at Mediacom Stadium. Des Moines Roosevelt, the Rough Riders at 3-2, taking on the Des Moines Lincoln Rail Splitters at 1-1. One of the top rivalries in the state of Iowa here on the turf at Drake University. Lincoln lost or tied their first game to Des Moines North, lost to Marshalltown 3-2, and then defeated Ottumwa 2-1. Des Moines Roosevelt 3-2 to start the year, losses to Dowling Catholic and Iowa City West, but wins over Marshalltown, Ottumwa, and Des Moines East. Roosevelt 12-1 in the series since 2011. Des Moines Lincoln's only win in that time span, 2016. It was a 3-2 victory. And ever since then, Des Moines Roosevelt has taken every single match. Obviously, they play every single year. And we're excited to bring it to you here live on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker with you here this evening. And we are underway here from Mediacom Stadium. A beautiful night. 76 degrees, current kickoff time. Wind is out of the south, heading north at 8 miles an hour. Roosevelt is in the dark blue jerseys to kick us off. Des Moines Lincoln is in white, and already we got a corner kick coming up here for the Rail Splitters in the far corner as Roosevelt tried to save it from the back line. Kicking this one will be Sophia Tristan. And again, she's got the wind to help her out a little bit. Kick is on the way, and it's knocked out momentarily. And here comes Roosevelt on a run out. Rough Riders trying to get moving with Sabine Carlson. Now over to the middle. And a push-up coming this way for Parker Bosch. All the way up, down this near side. Sabine Carlson couldn't quite get there. It's going to be kicked out. And it will be a goal kick here for Lincoln. Katie Strong is the goalkeeper here for the Rough Rider, or for the Rail Splitters tonight, a sophomore. Currently this season, 27 saves, 84% save percentage for Katie. Here's the boot out of the back of the goal. That was taken by Lincoln on the far side. Now a chance for the Rough Riders to keep on pushing. Another chase to the far corner, and out it goes. Number 12 down there. I don't have a number 12 on my roster, so I'm going to guess it's either Samaya Adam or Maya Garth. I think there's a couple jerseys out there that are in and out on our roster here on Bound. Doubleheader tonight. Girls here going first, and then the boys to follow. Should be a very good boys game. Des Moines schools look to be pretty strong this year on the boys' side. Same for the girls as everybody starts to figure the season out as we continue to roll along here. Finally got good weather. This week has been so rough across the state. A lot of games postponed to rain. There was a tornado in the midst of Waco versus Danville the other day. It's just not been a good week for soccer. But finally the skies have cleared, and I mean they have cleared. Not a single cloud in the sky tonight. You couldn't ask for a better night for soccer. There's a really nice boot down the pitch. That was Parker Bosch and Ava Mullins who were in there. Nothing quite going there, and now it'll be kicked back away by Katie Strong. Roosevelt won last year's matchup 5-0, 6-1 in 2024, 3-1 in 2023, 8-1 in 2022, 6-1 in 21, and then 9-0 in 2019 before a 4-3 matchup in 2019 as well. They played twice. once in the postseason. That is the only time they have played each other in the postseason at all since 2010. Here's a free kick opportunity that's going to sail just right. The wind carries that one just a little too far off the leg of Ziva Spellman, the junior. And Lincoln will be kicking this one back out. So history has said that Roosevelt takes care of business in this rivalry. See if anything changes here tonight. Rough Riders with it here in the middle. Spellman tries to kick this one forward, and Katie Strong will come out and boot this thing out. We'll go out. Roosevelt will have a throw in. Georgia Murphy's going to run over and get this one here for the Rough Riders. Now battled on the far side. Who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it a goal kick. I'm going to say that's off the head of a Des Moines Roosevelt player. One of the forwards, Sabine Carlson, going to call Sabine's name a lot tonight. Now this one going to be sent back deep by Isabella De Paz. Anna Kruger, one of the captain defenders, going to send this one right back to Lila Keogh. Keogh is going to move her way up the pitch. Back and forth they go. Here comes Roosevelt on a run out. Stopped in their tracks by De Paz. Now Lincoln trying to put something together. Emily Dietrich over there on the far side. Got a collision and a foul is called. Foul's going to be on Gabomi Coyote, one of the captains for the Rail Splitters of Lincoln. Coyote there to break that one up again. Now Roosevelt trying to push. Just over 5 minutes gone by here in the first period, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Maya Adam was in there for Lincoln, gives that one up. It'll be another throw in here for the Rail Splitters. Heavy Roosevelt possessions here to start this one as Eva Spellman's got it here. Nice passing lane to Parker Bosch. Can Bosch get it with the left leg? Nope, she decides to turn back the other way. She gets bodied to the side and no foul is called. Official lets them play. DePaz was the one who made contact. That was in the box too, so that could have been very close to a possible penalty shot. Free ball in the center. Again, it's all Roosevelt here in the early portions. Lincoln has not had it on their side of the field very often. That ball going to go away. Here's a chance for the Rough Riders. Spin to the center. Ball on the ground, and Katie Strong's able to pick it up. Another chance here for the Rough Riders and kicked back out. That was almost right in the lap of Georgia Murphy for Roosevelt, but she got tripped up as she was going to the goal. There were 3 Rail Splitters in the vicinity. Game staying physical here. Another chance for the Rough Riders. In and out move. Shot on goal is blocked by Strong. The putback is just up over top of the goal. Sabine Carlson tried it off the rebound, but was too high on it. Great first block by Katie off the Parker Bosch shot attempt. And the Rail Splitters hold serve defensively. Now, can they turn the defense into offense? Back this one up to Kehoe. And let the defenders work it around just a little bit here with Kruger. Gonna have a foul called on Samaya Adam. And this is not a bad spot for a free kick. Again, wind is blowing to the northeast, so see how Roosevelt wants to play this. Kick attempt on the way and right into the lap of the goalkeeper, Katie Strong. Good attempt by Ziva Spellman. Lincoln holds again. Lincoln not giving up a ton in the games that they've played. Gave up 1 to Des Moines North, 3 to Marshalltown in the 3-2 defeat, and then gave up 1 to Ottumwa. Strong boot down the pitch. Now a chance for Lincoln to maybe get some offense moving in their direction. Samaya Adam gets bumped, and now here come the Rough Riders on the move. Ball stuck in the middle of the play. That one's kicked out. I believe that's Trinity Kidder. Again, I don't have a number 9 on my roster, but closest would be number 8. So until I see a number 8, maybe. Andrea Avalos going to check in here for Lincoln for Samaya Adam. Nice turn and kick down the field for Lincoln. Going to go out and stay with the Rail Splitters here. Had a corner kick opportunity in the first minute, but couldn't do anything with it. And that has pretty much been all the offense we've seen tonight so far in the first 10 minutes gone by in the first period here between Roosevelt and Lincoln. A rivalry here between the Des Moines Public Schools on this great night here in April. Kidder tries to work this one to the center. Nice jump in front by Mullins. Ava's going to work her way around, get to the empty side of the field here. Parker Bosch gives this one up. Here's Carlson weaving, turning. And Katie Strong is just going to let that one go. It'll be a goal kick for Des Moines Lincoln. Katie has been busy tonight, and she will just send this one shortly up ahead. I apologize, it was a free kick. I believe they were offsides. I was wondering why they were so nonchalant. That'll do it. Looks like it was an offsides call. A couple girls hit the floor there. DePaz up in there as well. Roosevelt backs this one up to Kruger. Now Georgia Murphy with it here on the far side for Roosevelt. She tries to center it. A chance here for Bosch. Bosch gets tripped up and a foul is called. Is it in the box? I don't think it's going to be. It's going to be just outside of the box, so Lincoln catches a huge break on that penalty. And now it's Ziva Spellman on to attempt the free kick. With just over 28 minutes to go here in the first period. Spellman off the back of a Lincoln player. Now everybody trying to regroup. Cleared out momentarily. Now here comes an interesting spot. Rail Splitters want to get moving. Edith Calderon on the run out. With Anna Kruger in tow. Kruger's got it here for Roosevelt. As they battle for it on the far touchline, and a foul is called, I believe. Yes, foul was called. Foul called on Lincoln, so free kick here for Des Moines and Roosevelt. Long boot down the far touchline. It's going to roll out for another goal kick opportunity. Substitutions checking in. Lenora Keel for Roosevelt, along with Maggie Wright. And for Lincoln, looks like Mia Smith checks in. So a couple fresh legs on the floor, or on the turf, I should say, for both teams. A lot of this middle portion of the field covered up in shade. Again, like I said, couldn't ask for a better night temperature-wise here at Mediacom Stadium on the campus of Drake University. Beautiful night. This one bopped up in the air. Here's a chance for Murphy. Georgia with a one-on-one. It's put to the ground. No foul. Now there is the foul. Georgia got tripped up. There had been a couple times where Roosevelt maybe could have had one. You're going to take a look at the replay here. This was the foul that was called. This is Georgia Murphy here for Roosevelt. This is a little bit of a later call. Isabella Day Paz was right there. So now a free goal kick opportunity, or penalty shot opportunity, for Georgia Murphy, who was looking for her first goal of the year. And it's Katie Strong in the goal. Murphy got it. Roosevelt leads 1-0 off the PK by Georgia Murphy. So a lot of physical soccer so far, but a penalty shot is what's going to give Roosevelt their first score of the game. It's a tough break for the Rail Splitters. Head coach Alexander Nieders looking for an explanation from the head official here down in front where the substitution area is. I don't know if he got the explanation that he wanted, but he'll accept it nonetheless. Roosevelt, led by head coach Reed Bentley. All right, back rolling here with 26 minutes to go here in the first period. Roosevelt has the lead 1-0 after the penalty shot by Georgia Murphy. Can Lincoln get some offense together here? Here is Trinity Kidder trying to work her way down the field, but quickly jumped in front by Kehoe. Now Lincoln on the back pedal as they try to send this one ahead. Here comes a chance all the way up to get it is Ada Bogdansky. We have not called her name yet today, but the senior captain comes up and makes the play. She'll just roll this one ahead. But a promising couple seconds there for Lincoln. Showing a little bit of offense here. Here's the speedy junior Ziva Spellman, working her way near the down the near side. She leads the team in goals this year. Great center. Murphy just turns on it, and was it touched? No. It's a goal kick. Georgia thought for sure it was touched. Head official says no, and it'll be a goal kick. Sabine Carlson checks in for Georgia Murphy. And Georgia gets a well-earned applause as she comes off the pitch after scoring the goal. Again, her first goal of 2026. And we're back on our way. Here's Parker Bosch. Trying to look for an opening. Now she just decides to take off. Bosch tries to center. All knocked around momentarily. Can someone get free? They do! Ava Mullins, the freshman, knocks it in to make it 2-0, Des Moines Roosevelt. It's Mullins' first goal of her career for the Rough Riders. Ball kind of bounced around right there in the center of the box and is able to just push it right through. Just her 5th shot on goal of the season and finally a scorer. She is now in the scoring column for her career at Des Moines Roosevelt. Congratulations to Ava. 2-0 is your score. Roosevelt leads. Rough Riders going to try to keep it moving here. A little bit of momentum. Long boot down the near side. Now going to go out of the touch line. Lincoln centers in the middle. Pushed ahead by Lincoln. Now caught back up again by the Rough Riders. Ava Mullins looking for an opening here. Boots it through the center. Now that one gets away. Katie Strong's going to come up and just kick this one down the sideline, and going to get it is Zoe Veldhaus, and she'll be the one to throw in here. So 2 goals in the span of 3 minutes for Des Moines Roosevelt after knocking on the door that whole about first 13, 14 minutes. Gonna have a foul here on Roosevelt. Ziva Spellman gets into the back of a Lincoln player. And we'll have a boot here by Anna Mogul. Or excuse me, that's Isabella De Paz. Lincoln kind of in a tough spot here in the first half, especially going against the wind. Roosevelt with the wind. Might have helped him out a couple times here so far. There's another ball trying to be knocked ahead to the forwards as De Paz tries to keep Sabine Carlson out of whack. Ball pushes out. Here comes the throw in by Nola Adamson. Lincoln staying very aggressive here, at least with the forwards. Might have been an adjustment here for Coach Nieder. Run ahead opportunity for Kehoe. She waits for an opening. Spellman back to the middle. Shot kind of might not have been intended as a shot, but does roll to the left of the goal. It'll be a goal kick. Just under 20 and a half to go here in the first half. Roosevelt with the lead, 2-0. Good jump ahead by Parker Bosch, but Lincoln's able to clear. Chance to run for Smith. Great defense, though. Well covered by Anna Kruger. Spin ahead and a go. Sabine Carlson. Both players hit the deck. We play on. All the way ahead to Parker Bosch. Bosch can't get there. Just out ahead of the sophomore. Didn't want to have to really attempt to go for it. She'll give it up, and it'll be another goal kick. Amelie Dietrich checks back in for Lincoln. And back in for Roosevelt, Erin Schmitz, the sophomore. She'll be checking in for Lenora Keel. Spellman gets it to the center. Roosevelt's got numbers if they want them. Bosch hands this one back off to Spellman. Spellman goes down, no call. Ball's in the center, chance for Lincoln here. Roosevelt now gets everybody back. Kicked out that time by Schmitz. Should be Lincoln ball, and it is. Roosevelt backs things up to their back line. Now sets their sights on maybe a little bit of an offensive push here with under 18 minutes to go here in the first period. Bosch tries to fit that one over to Spellman. Well covered by Lincoln. Now Bosch continuing to work on it here on the near sideline. She's got speed to do it. Got tripped up. No call. We play on. That one going to be chased all the way to the corner. Is that a corner kick? No, stayed in. Barely stayed in. And have a foul on Roosevelt. Lincoln ball on a free kick. High boot back down the field. Well covered. Lincoln does not have a shot on goal attempt in this first half. Haven't really had the ball. A chance to have a shot on goal attempt here in the first half. Roosevelt has locked things down defensively. Dietrich on the far touchline for Lincoln, just trying to save it in the field of play. Spellman got around one. Eyes set on the goal, having to wait, doubled, now gets away. Can't spin forever though, well covered, and then gonna have a foul on her as she tried to go after the ball. I think got into our unnamed, I believe it's Maya Garth is who that is. Roster says number 13, but she's wearing number 12, so I'm gonna go with Maya Garth. I believe that's who that is. Lincoln overplayed it. A chance for Bosch. Parker gets around one. Parker fires and misses high to the right. Hits the football goal post. Substitutions coming in. Blaine Bruning is in for Roosevelt. Samaya Adam is back in for the Rail Splitters. And here's your goal kick for Lincoln. Footwork here by Spellman. Backs this one up to Nola Adamson. Now tiptoeing the touchline. It will go to Lincoln. Roosevelt, a 3-2 record to start the season, dropped their first match to Dowling 2-1, got wins over Marshalltown at Ottumwa, lost a tough one to Iowa City West 3-2, and then defeated Des Moines East the other night 4-0. Trying to keep things moving, help themselves out in the Iowa Alliance Conference. Lincoln had a chance there. Anna Kruger says not quite. Jumps in front of that one. Nice move by Carlson. Carlson hits the deck. And we're going to have a foul was called. So Carlson will get a free kick here. Almost centered. Not quite. See if Carlson's got the touch to try to put this thing in. Kick on the way, and Katie Strong right into the palm of her hand. Nice stop by Katie. Katie will kick this one into the wind. Not a bad boot considering. This one's going to roll out and should be Roosevelt ball, and it is. Here's Kruger. Sends this one ahead. Roosevelt's got a chance there. They had two in position. Maggie Wright, the freshman here on this near side, the one with the bright red shoes. Spellman working on her defender now with Adamson. Adamson shorted it just a tad, but Kehoe's there to recover. Mullins, goal scorer from earlier with it here. Roosevelt taking their time. That one, though, a little off Kinder. Able to corral it. Turn and center. Carlson was well covered. And now here's Dietrich. Trying her best to get this thing cleared. Now a chance for Edith Calderon. Calderon got around one. Stopped in her tracks, though, by Veldhaus. And now Dietrich with another chance. Des Moines Lincoln trying to put together a set here as we close in on the end of the first half. Under 12 minutes to go. This one drops into the lap of Bogdansky. Hasn't had to be too busy here this first half. I don't think she's complaining. She kicks that one with the wind. This ball is going to go to the near touch line. Should be Lincoln ball, and it is. More substitutions coming in. Parker Bosch is back in for Roosevelt. And I believe Sophia Tristan is back in for Lincoln. Edith Calderon going to step out for the Rail Splitters. That ball is going to be sent to the far back line, and it should go out. Be a goal kick here, unless it goes to the corner. No, they were going to say it was last touch, so it will be a corner kick upcoming for Lincoln, their second corner kick of the ball game. See who they decide to take it with here. Should be Sophia Tristan, I believe. Only problem here, everybody's staring right into the sun. Kick is on the way. The header is high, but to the left. Good attempt. Anna Mogul had a chance. Header was just a little offline to the left and high. Aileen Santos Montiel is in for Lincoln along with Trinity Kidder. And a goal kick here for the Rough Riders. I'll just take it short. Roosevelt moving it here down the left side. It's going to roll out. Who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it to Roosevelt. Rough Riders keep it moving. Short throw in here by Carlson. Wide open lane for Moines, who sends this one ahead. A little too far out in front to the left, and this one, I'm going to say it's going to be a goal kick. I thought for sure it was going to be a corner, but Lincoln was just trying to protect. Ziva Spellman going to check back in for Des Moines Roosevelt. And out goes Blaine Bruning. Eight and a half to go here in the first half. Des Moines Roosevelt leads 2-0 over rival Des Moines Lincoln. Boys game coming up 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game wraps up this evening. Should be a fun one between those two programs on the boys' side as well. Zoe Veldhouse pushed it through the middle. Now Mullins working her way up. She'll just fire. Katie Strong got off her hands, and it's a goal. From way far out, Eva Mullins does it again. Her second goal of the night, her second goal of her career here at Des Moines Roosevelt. Take a look at this. Just kind of fires it up, and Katie went up to go get it, but then it bounced off her hands and backed into the goal. Tough break for Katie Strong, the goalkeeper, but a well-placed shot by Ava Mullins, the freshman. Now with the second goal of her career, and 2 in the first half alone. Ashley Soto Dominguez is in for Roosevelt. So a penalty shot and a 2-goal game by Ava Mullins have Roosevelt feeling pretty good here, up 3-0 with under 7.5 to go here in the first half. Good boot ahead. Bogdansky letting it go, still letting it go, and finally jumps on top. How about the effort by Samaya Adams? She gave it all she had to try to get ahead of it. As Ada almost misplayed that. Real Splitters trying to get aggressive here. Want to maybe steal back a goal here before we head to the halftime break. Lazier pass there, picked up, but Roosevelt's able to recover off the mistake. There goes Bosch. Parker turning on the burners, trying to go back and forth here. Carlson was in there as well. Lincoln trying to clear. Slow roller, going to get to the goalkeeper here with Bogdansky. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first. Again, wind helping out here, especially with the goal kicks for Roosevelt. See how that switches here in the second half when we flip sides. Lincoln going to take another boot, trying to just get this thing ahead, maybe catch Bogdansky off Kinder here, but Ada says, not quite. She's on it once again. Here's Spellman. Spellman trying to get ahead, and Strong jumps onto her knees and hops on top. To battle for it here at about the 45-yard line, looking at it from the football field perspective. Coyote up against Spellman. That's been a fun battle to watch so far this evening. Bosch now over to Carlson. Carlson with a little bit of space here to do with what she wants. Now to the far side. One-on-one to the corner. What's it going to be? It's going to be a goal kick. Or did he point at the corner? I think he pointed at the corner. Hard to see from over here if he's pointing to his right or if he's pointing straight ahead, but it is a goal kick. Madeline Clark and Georgia Murphy are back into the match for Roosevelt on a couple substitutions. And it's a corner kick for Ziva Spellman. Junior midfielder going to take it here. She's got a little bit of help from the wind. Low liner is off to the right. The wind helped her a little too much there. And it's 3.5 to go before halftime. Lincoln trying to crawl back here before we get to the break. Roosevelt will have a throw in here. Kehoe lost place of that one, but nobody's home for Lincoln. Kidder was a little far behind. Now she oversteps that one, and Roosevelt has a chance to really get running here. This one's booted up the far line. Will it roll out? Yes, it will. Just a little too far out of reach, and a goal kick again. Going back to Kehoe, looks like she's got a brace of some sort on that right hand. Makes me think maybe a wrist injury or a hand injury. Just playing through it. Realistically, yeah, not at all. You don't need your hands for soccer. Doing a good job at defending tonight. It's helped Roosevelt out significantly. Coyote with it here in the middle. Now works it back to the back line to Tristan. Tristan's got it again. Far boot down the pitch, but again, Lincoln just only 2 players down there. Just can't quite get there in time before the ball gets there. And trying to account for the wind. Maybe kicking a little bit harder. This one cleared out by Lincoln. Throw in here for Roosevelt. That was Alvarez who cleared it. Bosch. Send this one over to Dominguez. Now here's Dietrich. Going up against Mullins. Davis had the high hand tonight. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Spellman waiting, fires ahead. Strong jumps on top of it. Kind of a weak dribbler. I think she was maybe hoping somebody would go get it there. Katie will boot into the wind for what she hopes is the last time this evening. Before she finally gets a little bit of help with it from her back. The wind has died down just a little bit. It's kind of in and out. The American flag across the street's kind of helping me out. Same thing over here on the left side of the pitch. Here's Spellman on the run to the middle with 7 seconds to go. She fires up field. It's going to be too far out in front for anything to happen, and that will finish the first period. Des Moines Roosevelt leads 3-0 over Des Moines Lincoln. We'll be back for your second half of action. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
DeArmond Ames, it's the Declaration of Deals sales event.
Come see our great selection of Jeeps.
Lease a new 2025 Wrangler for just $265 a month, or get up to $10,000 off a 2025 Grand Cherokee. DeArmond Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Ames.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
It's Truck Month at DeArmond Ford Indianola. Save $15,000 off a 2025 Ford F-150 or lease it for just $399 a month. Get $4,000 off a 2025 Maverick or $5,000 off a 2025 Ranger. DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Just about 6 minutes to go here in the halftime break. Des Moines Roosevelt leads Des Moines Lincoln 3-0. 2 goals by Ava Moines, the freshman, her first goals of her career. The freshman gets on the board twice in that first half. Georgia Murphy also added a penalty kick. And that's where we sit, 3-0 here so far. Going to be interesting to see here in the second half, the wind and teams flipping directions. Lincoln's going to go the other way, so now they have the wind at their back. See if that changes anything. A heavy majority of that first half of play was played on Lincoln's side. Roosevelt heavy on the offensive. Lincoln just stuck defensively, trying all they can, and eventually the shots on goal just kind of piled up. Obviously, the penalty shot helped him out just a little bit for Roosevelt, but 3-0 is your score, and the Rail Splitters will look for a little bit more offense as we get this second half started in just a little bit. Boys game coming up, slated about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one between Roosevelt and Lincoln. Looking ahead, Roosevelt 4-0, undefeated to start the year. Des Moines Lincoln 3-1-1, including a really good win over Waukee, win over Bondurant, lost to Des Moines North, tied with Marshalltown, and defeated Ottumwa. Roosevelt defeated Des Moines East, Ottumwa, Marshalltown, and Dowling Catholic. That game has been tied at 6 games apiece since 2012, so should be a fun one to hear later on this evening. We're going to step aside for one more break, and when we come back, second half of action going to get going. It's Roosevelt leading Lincoln 3-0. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
There's a lot going on at DeArmond Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Knoxville. It's the declaration of deals combined with Truck Month. Save big on new 2025 Ram 1500. $12,000 off, plus 3.9% for 72 months. Step up to a 2025 Ram HD, up to $13,000 off. And every Ram comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Lease a new 2025 Wrangler for $265 a month. Get up to $10,000 off on a 2025 Grand Cherokee. All happening now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
3, 2, action! Wilson Toyota in Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat and Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat and Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Second half of action ready to roll here at Mediacom Stadium. Blake Walker along with you here this evening. Des Moines Roosevelt leads Des Moines Lincoln in this girls soccer match 3-0 as we switch sides. 40 minutes on the clock. Our second half is set to roll. Roosevelt off to a fast start here, already in Lincoln territory. Now trying to back things up. On a center attempt, going to be kicked back out to the middle. There's Ava Moines. Had 2 goals there in that first half. Might try to add on, go for the hat trick here this evening. Try to center Spellman, or excuse me, that was Sabine Carlson. Got picked up. There's a push out ahead, going to go deep down the field. Bogdanski's going to come up and make the play. And send it back the other way momentarily. Rough Riders with it here on the back line. Now going to send this one up to the middle. Now here's your boot ahead. Aaron Schmitz, haven't called her name a ton tonight. It's got it here on the far touch line. She'll try her best to center. Katie Strong is going to come up and lay on top of the ball. Surveying her options. Now just going to toss this thing to the near side to Maya Garth. Out of bounds. Will stay with Roosevelt. Kidder trying to get in front, now taken away. Zoe Veldhaus was really strong defensively there in that first period. Parker Bosch almost acting as a defender here, out to the midfield. Owens back to Bosch as they go back and forth, and we got a whistle blown. Foul called on Lincoln. That one's going to be on Isabella DePaz, the freshman. Free kick into the wind this time for Sabine Carlson. Not an easy shot by any means. Boot on the way, and it just goes over the head of Katie Strong, but luckily misses to the left. And Lincoln catches a break. Now goal kick upcoming for the Rail Splitters. Nice back and forth here, Bosch. Trying to look up ahead to Schmitz. Now going to wait, survey her options. A little bit of back and forth for Roosevelt. Bosch got around one. Here comes Parker Bosch. Centers. Schmitz off of Strong. Strong still trying to hang on to it. There was a whole lot of contact there. Lincoln's got to be careful. They do not want to just hand another penalty shot attempt. Spellman fires, turns, and scores! Ziva Spellman with a phenomenal goal off the left leg. That was a beautiful shot to give Roosevelt a 4-0 lead. Take a look at this. Spellman gets around one, sees her opportunity. Woo! Perfect. Right out of the outstretched arms of the goalkeeper, Strong. How about that? That is Ziva's 10th goal of the season. She came in 20 shot-on-goal attempts. So almost half of the times that she's taken a shot, she's scoring. And for some reason, we've got a stoppage here. Lincoln's coach looking for an explanation here on something. I don't know what. Conversation has been had, and we'll fire it back up. Away we go. Four to nothing. Des Moines Roosevelt leads over rival Des Moines Lincoln. Trying to move to 4-2 on the season. Going to have a foul called on Roosevelt. So free kick here for the Rail Splitters. Yeah, my producer Randy did let me know. We have not started the clock. We have started the clock. They have not started the clock. It also should be running. And it's not running. So we'll see how long they notice. This one on the far touch line. And pushed away. Rail Splitters trying to get moving here in the center. Now a chance to push to this near side. Still stuck in the middle. Maya Garth going to go out. Will be with Roosevelt. Going to have a substitution rolling out here, and yep, now our official realizes the clock is not right. I don't know how he's going to convey the time, unless they have a radio of some sort or a walkie-talkie of some sort. But the clock has been stuck at 35:47. My guess is probably 32, 33. Yeah. Oh, it's still 34 apparently. In a game that started at 6:10 this evening, 6:10, 6:15-ish. A clock issue slowing down the game. Definitely not going to help tonight in terms of going long by any means. As we wait on the clock. So officials saying 3-4. Maybe just center it at, or put it right at 34 minutes, but I don't think, as I look over there, I don't even think the scoreboard's working. And I don't think they have the ability to radio down and say, hey, it's not working. We could just continue to play. And that might be what, oh, now they're running in. There we go. All right. We think we figured it out. Fight forward on the near touchline, going to go out of bounds. Will be Lincoln ball. Chance on a run out here for Georgia Murphy. Whole bunch of contact here. Murphy trying to get to the edge. Both players hit the deck. Who's it going to be out on? It's a goal kick. That could have gone either way, but the official was right there to make the call. And a goal kick upcoming. We can only see the top deck of fans here, but I can tell you right now, there's got to be a lot of people in the lower section. The parking lot's filling up here. As expected when you bring in two of the bigger populated schools in the state of Iowa. I think both comfortably in the top 10 of each category. Goal kick once again. No, corner kick this time. And Spellman will go over and get ready to kick it. So here's Spellman on the corner kick. This time she goes short. Got around one, but Lincoln's there to recover. They're just going to send this one back out. A throw-in opportunity. Must have not liked their chances on a possible corner kick, so decided to go short that time. One booted out. Spellman will throw in here for Des Moines Roosevelt. High boots, too far. I don't really know how in the world. I think that was Spellman. I cannot believe that ball carried as much as it did. Spellman really got underneath it. And Lincoln will have a goal kick. Stoppage here. Looks like they're going to back him up here on the throw-in. Trying to reset. Popped up and out again. Looks like it's going to be Roosevelt ball this time. Roosevelt continues to move along. Shade almost engulfing the entire turf here. Still a little bit of sun left on Roosevelt's side. A corner kick from this far near left corner could be a problem. Run out opportunity for Sophia Tristan. Now Tristan hands this one off to Smith and sent back down the other way. Bosch got around one. Gets clocked right in the face. She's She's going to hop back up, and I think they stopped. Yep, they stopped. So I don't know if they were supposed to stop, but Parker just got checked right in the face from the ball, but walks it off, says she's fine, and it'll just be a drop ball situation. Now Bosch hands it up ahead for Carlson. Carlson works ahead. That one's sent over to Georgia Murphy, and now Lincoln just going to let it roll out of bounds. They'll get the ball right back. Tap to the back line here for Kehoe. Lila will bring this one up ahead. Fires a shot with the left and drops right into the grasp of Katie Strong. Nice boot ahead, kind of off the awkward spot for them. Or for Roosevelt. Smith there for Lincoln, though, knocked it ahead and just a little too far out in front. And Bogdansky will just send this one short. Ball in the middle of the turf here. Ava Mullins, who got it ahead to Bosch. Now Bosch tries to sneak it ahead. Here's Spellman. Spellman gets around Strong, fires and scores. Second goal of the ball game for Ziva Spellman, who did a phenomenal job working her way through traffic and snuck it right in past the right post. How about this move to get around Strong and then just barely sneaks it through. Well done by Ziva Spellman. So 26:39 to go. Roosevelt extends the lead 5-0. Foul called here on Lincoln. Crowd staying into it here. Again, great showing by both sides here this evening. Expect a lot of people to stick around here for the boys' game. Again, that'll be 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. So if I had to guess, I don't think our boys' game will be starting till at least 8:15, if I had to take a guess. Check that. Probably 8:20. So stay up to date on that one. Long boot down here to the middle. Dietrich trying to go after it here for Lincoln. Now back to the defending side here for Roosevelt. Again, Bogdansky, the goalkeeper here for Roosevelt, just hasn't really had to do a ton. Here's a chance. Strong slides down in front of that one. Lenora Kiel almost got there in time. Roosevelt led 3-0 at halftime. Now 5-0 is your score, with 25 minutes to go here in this one. Corner kick upcoming. I believe it's going to be Spellman once again. Who else? Last time they just decided to go short, but no one really here for Roosevelt this time. This time she will low line drive it. This one's knocked up in the air and well cleared out. I believe that was Anna Mogul right there as well to stay on top of that one. Here's Spellman just going to fire and drops into the lap of Katie Strong. Lincoln looking for a runaway here. Mia Smith was well covered. Dietrich up there as well, but just not quite on the same page trying to get it ahead. They've had a couple balls go a little ahead, but not to the point where anybody can catch up to them. And that's a lot of credit to Roosevelt's D-line here, who have stayed on top of things and have not let anything get by him. Here is Ziva Spellman again with a run-out opportunity. She's got a lot of speed. Spellman to the right side, off the right goalpost. Tried to barely squeeze it between the goal and the goalkeeper Strong, as this one's going to roll out and Lincoln gets it back. Doesn't get tighter than that. Take a look at the replay here. Thought maybe she'd try to go to the far left side, but she said, no, I'm going to try to get what's closest to me, and it's right off the side of the post. Is denied a hat trick. Have a foul called here, and Lincoln, or official letting the Lincoln players know we got to back away here, give them a little bit of chance there. Samaya Adam wasn't too happy with the foul called. Now they let him go. Here's the long boot down to the middle, well covered. Spellman now, by the way, 11 goals on the season after her 2-goal performance tonight. Nice back and forth. Beautiful play. Ava Mullins already has 2 goals tonight. Fires off the balance of Katie Strong. It's headed just over the goal. Oh, so close for Maggie Wright, another freshman who almost had the perfect opportunity. Watch this rebound here as Mullins just misses and then just up top for Maggie Wright. Good effort, though. Defensively, seems like Lincoln's starting to get a little tired. I know obviously down 5-0 here, but starting to see a little bit more fatigue set in here. Seems like Roosevelt's getting a couple more easier options. Kehoe in the middle. Now run ahead by Adam. Adam turns, fires upfield, nobody's home. Kidder was a little bit farther behind to go after it. Now Coyote will chase after it. 2 players hit the deck. Lincoln ball off the throw-in. Just over 20 minutes to go here in the second half of play. Des Moines Roosevelt cruising here now 5-0 over Lincoln in this rivalry game. Spellman and Mullins both with 2 goals apiece. Spellman's looking for a hat trick. Spellman around 1, around 2, fires and just high. Bounces that thing up to the second level, to the fence line. Boy, she is fast, she's quick, she does a really good job. Has been a big part of Roosevelt's success tonight. Goal kick here for Lincoln. Adam directing traffic, but that kick just left a little short for Kidder to go get. Try this again. Kidder racing here along this near side. I don't think she's going to have enough gas. And out it goes. Goal kick. Bogdansky kind of waiting, trying to figure out where she wanted to put the ball here. Now they reset. A lot of contact here as Lincoln tries to work this thing down the pitch. They back it up just a little bit to Tristan. This is Edith Calderon. Called her name a couple times in the first half. Now she centers to the middle. And Bogdansky comes up and makes the play. Bogdansky's been solid tonight. Came into this evening 8 saves. 57% save percentage on the season. And her defense has helped her out a lot tonight. Her defenders, I should say. She hasn't had to do a ton. And as a goalie, nothing better. Lane Bruning checks in for Ava Mullins. It's going to be a throw in here on the way far corner there for Roosevelt. Here's Bosch running out here in the middle. Knocked up ahead. Spellman on a one-on-one opportunity. Spellman fires and scores a hat trick tonight for Ziva Spellman. Makes it 6-0. Rough Riders. This is a well-placed kick, and that's what did the job here, and beautifully placed on the right corner of the goal. She didn't score the first 3 goals of the night. Seemed kind of quiet, but she's done the rest. Now 3 straight goals. Gives her a hat trick tonight here up against Des Moines Lincoln. And also puts her season total at 12 in just the 6th game of the season. You can do the math. She's averaging about 2 goals per contest. That one's going to go out. Will be staying with Roosevelt. With under 16 and a half to go. Mass substitutions here for Roosevelt. I see Hannah Arnold is in. Maya Cataldi is in. Many players. I'll catch them here as they go throughout. But starters starting to be pulled here for Roosevelt, as they are within reach of their 4th victory of the season. And a very dominant showing tonight here up against their rival Lincoln. A series that has been dominated by Roosevelt. You got to go back to 2016, the last time Des Moines Lincoln defeated Des Moines Roosevelt. And since that loss for Roosevelt, or since 2017, the year after, Roosevelt has scored 3 or more goals in every single one of their victories over Lincoln. That game in 2016 was also the last time it was a 1-score game between these two. The rest have been pretty well favored for the Rough Riders. And they've done the same tonight. Bogdansky just kind of short little blooper here. Here's Calderon, working her way around a couple defenders. Going to try to center this one. Backs it up for Maya Garth. And it will be a corner kick for Lincoln. So corner upcoming for the Rail Splitters. Looks like it's going to go be Sophia Tristan, the one to kick this one. They had a goal kick, or a corner kick, excuse me, in the first minute of this ball game tonight. Couldn't do anything with it. But the opportunity was there. Here's the kick. Batted up in the air, off the hands of Bogdansky, but she is able to jump back on top of it. And Roosevelt's defense holds firm. Technically a home game tonight for Des Moines Roosevelt. All the Des Moines schools, Des Moines Public Schools, Hoover, Lincoln, Roosevelt, East, and North all share Mediacom Stadium for multiple activities. Well, the 2 activities that you can, soccer and football. Field used heavily. Obviously, Drake University uses this as their main soccer facility. Boys state soccer, the IHSAA soccer tournaments, the semifinals and finals are played here at Mediacom Stadium. And then in some rare occasions, when Dowling and Valley both make the postseason, in football, Dowling Catholic will use Mediacom Stadium sometimes as their home advantage. So really neat stuff here at Mediacom. And a great way for these teams to get here at this beautiful facility, obviously not even 5 years old. Albaugh Family Field as well, sponsors, and has been a good home here for Des Moines Public School athletics. A lot coming up here at Drake University. Drake Relays are next week. It's going to get busy down here. Nice jump on top by Bogdansky. Under 12 and a half to go here in this one. Nice boot down the near side. Anna Mogul working hard. Gets around a couple. Mogul still working up the field here. Should boot this one down the pitch. Well covered up by the Rough Riders. Here's Coyote. One of the captains sends this one back to Tristan. Well defended that time by Nora Wright. Smith trying to hand this one off. Back to Smith. Fires with the left and misses just to the left. And a goal kick upcoming. Roosevelt mostly secondary, off the bench players in now. Most starters have been pulled, giving them a rest here. Trying to get them all settled out. There's another short boot. Bogdansky jumps on top of that one. Over 10 minutes to go. Take a look at the rest of the schedule this season for Des Moines Roosevelt. Next week, they will head to Hoover High School to take on the Huskies. Then they head to Urbandale, take on the Jayhawks. Back at home at Roosevelt High School against Ames. They're back here at MediaCom. April 27th, they take on ADM. Their game that was scheduled against Waterloo East has been canceled. Then they'll go to Mason City, back home against Fort Dodge. That is back here at MediaCom Stadium. That is senior night. So this one's going to be knocked ahead. Roosevelt looking for a couple more scores here. Lincoln going to be able to clear this thing out. Back here on the 12th against Des Moines North at MediaCom. Then back here once again against Johnston on the 16th. And they end the season out, regular season at least, on the road at Pella. For Des Moines Lincoln, they're on the road next week at Des Moines East, their home stadium. Then on the road at Hoover. They are on the road a lot. At Hoover, at Bondurant, at Ames, at Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln, at Dowling Catholic. They are not back home technically till the 8th of May, as we got an injury down, against Mason City. The injured player down is Edith Calderon. As they're waiting, she's just kind of sitting here just outside of the field of play. We're going to have a bunch of substitutions here. Calderon is down with an ankle injury of some sort, so they're going to stop play here. So taking a look at the rest of Lincoln's schedule. Again, they are back home against Mason City as Calderon gets helped off the field. They are back at home. This is crazy. They are not back at home. Technically the home team here at MediaCom Stadium. May 8th against Mason City. Then they go on the road at Fort Dodge. Then they end the season home against Indianola. That's at Lincoln. Home against Grandview Christian. And home against Urbandale. That's back here at MediaCom as well. So count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 straight road games for Des Moines Lincoln. Pretty crazy. Under 9.5 to go here. Roosevelt leads 6-0. Lights starting to flicker on here at MediaCom Stadium as we put the finishing touches on this one. Boys teams warming up along the sidelines, getting their warm-ups in. I believe they'll give them 20 minutes in between, but they may shorten it so that way we're not starting at 8:30 tonight. We'll see. Strong, kind of awkwardly off the legs. Now they race to the far line. Sabine Carlson is still in the game. And officials timeout for something. I have no clue what they stopped for. I don't think it was for the player down there tying the shoe. I don't know. But a stoppage nonetheless. It did not stop the clock. But it's a free kick here for Lincoln, so possibly offsides, and the whistle was just not heard. Hard to say. Spellman is back in the match for Roosevelt. She's playing defense. She's defending. They've switched they've switched locations for Spellman. Now she kicks this one back up the pitch. Run out on the far line for Carlson. Sabine works her way through a couple and stood up. Good defense there by Santos Montiel. Whistle blows, believe it's a foul called, and it will be a free kick here. Not a bad spot for a free kick. Wind is still blowing to the north, kind of shifted a little bit, headed to the northwest. I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue for our boys game. I think everything should stay pretty calm for the most part over there. Waiting on the official word from the official. Now it goes. Katie Strong drops that one, but jumps back on top of it. Barely kind of slipped out of her grasp. Lays back on top of it. I tell you what, I don't think there's another thing happening at Drake tonight. There are a lot of people still just filing in. As expected, like I said, I mean, these are two of the biggest schools enrollment-wise in the entire state of Iowa. You get them together for a rivalry in any sport, they're going to show up. And there's a lot of people here. They did not and do not open the bleachers on the far side. The only downside is being upstairs here, we can't see the lower deck. But I guarantee it is full. So really cool showing tonight here at MediaCom for both these two programs. Should be a fun boys game upcoming. Just over 5.5 to go here in this one. He's going to roll out. Lincoln ball, substitutions. New goalkeeper checking in for Roosevelt. Yoslin Lucero is the one going to the goal. The junior. Going to get a couple minutes here. 5 minutes at goalkeeping. Might get busy here in a second as Madeline Clark on a run out. Fires and just misses to the left. Madeline thought for sure she had it. Couldn't quite center it where she needed it to be. Long boot down the middle. Bounced ahead. Here's Hannah Arnold. Can't get there in time. Lucerno right there. And I don't know if the ball is good enough. The official did not like that soccer ball. So we're switching soccer balls with 3 minutes left. I don't really know how he even noticed that. I think maybe he's like, well, I don't think this thing's moving like it should. Heads up to the official, I guess. That was really weird. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Throw that one out. It's going to be out. And, well, corner it is. The far sideline official, he's all the way over at the 50-yard line, so I think they were just kind of waiting. He's just kind of staying back. Corner kick upcoming for Roosevelt. This is Carlson. Cleared out momentarily. She fires again. Spellman can't chase it down. Goal kick for Lincoln. Win tonight will move Des Moines Roosevelt to 4-2 on the 2026 season. Going to get back-to-back wins over their Des Moines public school counterparts. with East and now Lincoln. And if they can hang on for 2 minutes and 18 seconds, it'll be 2 wins over Des Moines Public Schools with a combined score of 10-0. So Roosevelt, as of right now, kind of looking like the cream of the crop out of the Des Moines Public Schools, as we got a foul called. Des Moines Lincoln will drop to 1-2-1 on the season. They tied with Des Moines North, the first Des Moines Public School they faced this year. Lost to Marshalltown 3-2, and then defeated Ottumwa 2-1. And Roosevelt, I mean, their 2 losses by just 1 goal. Went to Iowa City and lost to the Trojans. Iowa City West 3-2. Lost to Dowling Catholic 2-1. So games that maybe later in the year, you never know, but starting to shake off some rust. And boy, they look pretty good. Good showing tonight. Spellman says, maybe I want 1 more goal. That's exactly what she's going to do. 4 goals tonight for Spellman. Makes it 7-0. Take a look at the replay. She came in with just 9 goals this season. I should say just 9. Leads the team in goals. She's going to get out of here with 13 of them. And now that the lights are on, a little bit of a light show here. Minute 14 to go here in this one. Cataldi had it there for a moment, number 19 for Roosevelt. 1 minute to go here in this one. They're just going to back this one out to Bogdansky, who has been not too busy tonight. Again, defenders have done their job for Des Moines Roosevelt. Should be credited as such. Here comes Dietrich going up to get this one. Kind of a slower pass. Got a number 21, or I thought it was 20. Ashley Soto Dominguez in there for Roosevelt as well. Been in a couple times tonight. Coyote works to this near side. It'll be back-to-back shutouts pitched by Des Moines Roosevelt. 11 goals scored between those 2 games as they continue to take control of the Iowa Alliance Conference. And the clock will tick down on the end of this one. Des Moines Roosevelt defeats rival Des Moines Lincoln. 7-0 is your final score. 4 goals off the leg of Ziva Spellman. She moves to 13 goals on the season. Ava Mullins, the freshman, knocked in her first 2 goals of her career as a Rough Rider, and Georgia Murphy knocked in her first goal of the season on a penalty kick. 7-0 is your final score. Des Moines Roosevelt defeats Des Moines Lincoln. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the second game between the boys of Lincoln and Roosevelt. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network. Welcome back to MediaCom Stadium. Game number 2 set to roll here in just a moment. Des Moines Roosevelt, the Rough Riders at 4-0, take on the Des Moines Lincoln Rail Splitters at 3-1-1. Blake Walker back with you here for game number 2. Justin Vorster will be joining me shortly. This is going to be a fun one here tonight. Again, another beautiful night of soccer like we had here for the girls' game just a little bit ago. Temperature is going to be dropping into just under 70 degrees. 71 slated time here, or 71 slated temperature here at kickoff. Going to get started here in just a few moments. Great crowd coming in. Des Moines Lincoln's 3 wins this year: Waukee, Bondurant, and Ottumwa. Then ties to Marshalltown, and they lost to Des Moines North 3-0. On the other end for Des Moines Roosevelt, opened the season with a big win over Dowling Catholic 1-0. Defeated Marshalltown 2-0, Ottumwa 4-1, and Des Moines East 4-0. So a defense that has only given up 1 goal all season long. They do not have stats in for Des Moines Roosevelt, so no idea who is their leading scorer by any means, but we'll figure it out all together. This has been a series that has been so even. Since 2012, the series is 6-6. Des Moines Roosevelt won last year's matchup 3-0. And then Des Moines Lincoln won the previous 2 before that, 2-1, 2-1. Most of these games have been 1-score games. Rarely is it more than a 2-score game. It's shaping up, as I should say, to be a really good ball game here this evening, as we expect a lot from both these two teams tonight. So we'll see what happens. So far, again, a great crowd on hand for both programs. They're going to get the starting lineups introduced here shortly for both programs. I guess I can read them out here while they get ready to roll through them. It is a different officiating crew than what we had for the girls' side, so a little bit of a change here. Again, this game starting a little late. We had a couple clock issues in the girls' game. Girls' game started at 6 o'clock as well. As we got our starting lineups for both sides, I'll read them down here as they go throughout. Number 11 for Des Moines Lincoln. Here's the problem. It's kind of like the girls' game. The roster doesn't match, unfortunately. So I'm going to say here, number 11 for Des Moines Lincoln is Alec Vanavong. Number 7 is Xavier Kiomani. Number 1, the goalkeeper, is David Davalos. Number 5 is Arturo Zamora. Number 10, Diego Astudio Delgado. And, of course, they spin around, so I'm going to lose the numbers here as they're really tiny on the front. Number 9 is going to be Brandon Hernandez-Contreras, their leading scorer. Number 16, that is going to be Miguel Candelero Trejo, one of the captains. Number 15, that's going to be Eduardo Estudio. Number 4 for Lincoln, Jonathan Devia. Number 8 is going to be Lionel Lucero, and number 21, that is going to be Mava Yakuri. For Des Moines Roosevelt, in the goal, that'll be Cullen Arnold, the junior. Number 27, Hamisi Matende. Number 24 for Roosevelt, that will be Nash Sanders. Number 21 is Jamie Rico. Number 13 is Henry Curtis. Number 12 is going to be Luendo Ikayamba. Number 9 is going to be William Ludwig. Number 10 is Henry Tretton. And out there on the pitch already, number 8, that's Jude Lippincott. Number 6 is AJ Aitchison. And number 7, Kasongo Luganga. That is your starters tonight for both programs for Lincoln and Roosevelt, as they'll finish out introductions here. I talked about it, but being the series 6-6, nobody has had more than a 2-game winning streak, and that's how it's worked since 2014. Lincoln won 2014-15, Roosevelt won 16-17. Then Lincoln won 18-19, Roosevelt won 21-22, Lincoln won 23-24. So historically, or if you're going by the trends, Roosevelt should be the favorite tonight to go back-to-back. And then look out, maybe next year Lincoln will have a chance. And dating back through, these teams have never faced in the postseason, dating back to 2012 on the Bound database. So it looks like both teams have rolled through introductions. I do not believe they're going to be doing the national anthem again, so it looks like they're going to introduce the officials. And then I believe we're going to get started here this evening. Again, another great evening for soccer. It's been a rarity this week, a whole bunch of rains, severe storms, all week long. And now the skies have cleared. There was not a single cloud in the sky for the girls' game. It's going to stay the same here for the boys. It has been a clean season here in this one. As the intro video playing over on the scoreboard for Roosevelt is a home game here for the Rough Riders, so they'll treat it as such. And Lincoln on the road. .40 minutes will go on the clock. Both teams huddled up here. Look at Des Moines Lincoln. 3-1-1 start to the season. These two teams got to feel like are going to be battling here at the top of the Iowa Alliance Conference, along with Des Moines North and Hoover. This is just such a stacked conference. All these teams here in the Iowa Alliance League are tough, and you expect as such. All right, ball is at the center. Fully under the lights here this evening, as we are set to go. 40 minutes on the clock. Des Moines Lincoln in white, Des Moines Roosevelt in blue. We're underway between Roosevelt and Lincoln in this historic rivalry here at Drake University. Ball's going to be tapped out here, and it's going to be a throw-in already for the Rail Splitters. Lincoln working this way backwards. Lucero trying to back things up. Now go back the other way on a defensive line here. Again, hang with me here in the numbers for Lincoln, kind of on and off when it comes to numbers on the jerseys and whatnot. Push down the field here for the Rail Splitters, trying to get this one to the far corner. Along the near side, off the touchline, and around they go. And Cullen Arnold will pick that one up, and the goalkeeper, junior goalkeeper, will hop on top of it. Justin Forster finally back up here. Justin, thanks for joining me.
Blake, it's great to be back, buddy. 2:35 held me up today after training. But I'm here, so that's the main thing. Big derby game today.
Yeah, big one. Big
They're
one.
sharing the spoils right now.
Hard contact here, going to have a foul called, and it'll be a free kick here for Lincoln. And it looks like this one's going to be taken away by Zamora. He'll be kicking this one away. Wind has died down significantly since our girls' game picked up, so Zamora will be the one to kick here on the free kick. Zamora on the way. Played the wind well, and Colin Arnold goes up and gets it. Two very talented teams, Justin. Obviously, Roosevelt 4-0 to start the year. They expect them and Des Moines North probably going to be the top of the Iowa Alliance Conference along with Hoover. And no better spot to try to prove yourself here early in the season, whether against your rival.
Yeah, I was at the Lincoln Marshalltown last Friday night, and Lincoln's started off very, very slowly at home. They went 2-0 down, found their way into the game, changed the shape and trying to figure it out here to see if they're playing the shape. It looks like they are. They're going into a box midfield, and that's what worked for them against Marshalltown in the second half, and they came back into the game.
I talked about it at the beginning, but Roosevelt has only given up 1 goal the entire season. A very strong defensive team that both sides have played very good opponents. Roosevelt picked up that big 1-0 victory over Dowling Catholic to start the year. Another chance at a run out here for Lincoln. Shot on goal is good. Brandon Hernandez-Contreras, who leads the team in goals, just grabbed his 5th of the season, not even 4 minutes in.
Fantastic start there from Lincoln. Jude being pulled into the midfield as the ball's played into the gap and behind. Hernandez with an absolutely fantastic run. If anybody's going to score, he is. Adding to his tally. Absolutely fantastic. I believe it was Decory that assisted on that goal. But I feel Jude should have stayed in his back line. He stepped in too soon.
And already a strong showing. You see the speed out of Brandon Hernandez-Contreras to put Lincoln on top, 1-0, not even 5 minutes in. Roosevelt hasn't even had a chance to really be on the offensive. Now Lincoln will try to keep it moving here. Fast start, just what the doctor ordered there for Lincoln's offense, and I was just talking about it. 1 goal given up all year for Roosevelt coming into tonight. Now already 1 given up in the first 5.
And I've had conversations with the head coach, known as Jojo, and the coaching surroundings and network, and he's been working on their back four and looking to strengthen them because they have given up early goals. But what a start there from Lincoln. Very, very positive, direct going forward, always looking to go forward, and that was an opportunity well taken.
Well, especially after you talked about it, 2-0 down to Marshalltown. You know, that's a very big improvement coming off what you had last week.
Yeah, take into consideration they lost to Des Moines North as well.
Yep, 3-0 to that
one.
It
was a surprise, but, you know, don't write off Des Moines North. They're already proving a point right now in the Des Moines Public Schools.
Hoover going to be right there in tow. Just phenomenal soccer all across the Iowa Alliance Conference. Now Roosevelt trying to go on a run out here. Low liner is picked up by the goalkeeper, Davalos. And Lincoln withstands the first attempt by Roosevelt.
Matter of formality there for the keeper, Davalos. Straight into him.
Ball back down the pitch here as Roosevelt tries to get some offense up and rolling. Gaganga thought it was going to be staying with the Rough Riders. They'll give it right back to Lincoln. Throw it upcoming for the Rail Splitters.
Take into consideration for Lincoln, Xavier also has highest tally and assists so far this season. Who could be in second. He's a player to watch out for Lincoln.
Around they go. Now a push up this time by Ikiamba. But Lincoln back to receive it with Zamora and company. Now all the way back to the back line. He'll let this thing dribble out. It'll be a goal kick for Lincoln. Looks like substitution checking in here. Franco Gasca is in for the Rough Riders, and out goes Attendee. And it looks like Zamora is going to be the one to boot this one back on the goal kick for the Rail Splitters. Nice boot back down the pitch, chasing after it. Hernandez Contreras can't get there, though. It's cleared out momentarily and kept in. Will toe the touchline.
Contreras already showing his momentum and belief. His confidence is high. He's on the press there.
Another really good pass just out in front here. Cullen Arnold chases after it, the goalkeeper for Roosevelt. It is going to be a goal kick for the Rough Riders, as Cullen was all over it.
Just slightly overhit there, going away from goal.
It's be taken out of the goal by Jude Lippincott, the junior. Roosevelt on the back legs here to start. Now here's a good clear down the pitch. Covered back up. Vanavong with it there momentarily. Now a hand right back off to Lucero. And Lucero going to back this one right back up to Zamora. Dio Delgado lets that one go out of the back line. Another goal kick rolling back in. Battendi's going to jump right back into the match. He checks in for Roosevelt's number 21, Jamie Rico. 8 minutes gone by here in this one. Lincoln stays aggressive on the goal kick. Roosevelt catches a break. Almost caught napping there momentarily. Now the Rough Riders will push. Xavier had it there for a moment. Now they work it back around the other way. Back to the goalkeeper, Cullen Arnold.
Arnold just putting his foot on the ball there, slowing the game down, trying to entice the front line for Lincoln to press.
This one's set all the way to the near touch line. Gonna drop out of bounds, and another chance for Lincoln to keep moving. A quick goal like that, Justin, I mean, for Roosevelt's sake, that's tough to overcome in any circumstance. But a quick goal like that where you just get beat off the block, you know, you can't just look back and now you're like, well, we're down 1-0, and now your pressure or your focus kind of shifts.
Yeah, Lincoln was shocked. They shocked them there, Roosevelt. They didn't know what was about to hit them. But you could tell by the press, you could see there's a belief in this team and how they've set up. Lincoln, they had a bad start. Obviously, we know that, but the season's long. Scoring after 4 minutes, I mean, the game's long. Anything can happen here.
He'll take the lead when he can get it, though. Had a little bit of a whiff there. They are able to recover it there with Davalos. The senior goalkeeper punts this one back the other way, and now Roosevelt trying to string together some offense. Aitchison, the senior, had it there momentarily. Now here's a chance for Matendi. And way too out of reach for Luganga, the junior. And Lincoln will throw in. Good strong boot over to the other side. Arnold thought he's held onto it a little bit longer. He does hand this one off. Nash Sanders with a push. Battendi gets a little wide, and that will be out.
Decorey State Central there, which was, it was just out of your picture beforehand when the ball came in. It was his opponent tried to pull him out of position to the far left, and he stayed central, which was brilliant. But the problem is he's been caught in 2v1 overloads. So he's just got to be aware of that, make sure he communicates to his midfield, brings in the extra midfield, and go maybe 2 just to hold off. Because Roosevelt are finding space in between the lines now.
Well, that one, they got almost a little bit careless. They let it drop. Davalos able to corral it, and we'll send it back the other way. Off a throw-in attempt there by the Rough Riders, and Davalos will boot it back. Wind at his back. Not a strong wind, but a wind nonetheless here in this first half. See if Lincoln continues to try to use that to their advantage. And once again, just going to send it back to Arnold. Push up the far touchline. Now a race ahead. Luganga trying to go after it. Nice save over on the far line. Lincoln gets it right back the other way. Can't quite tell who it was, but great defense by the defensive line here for the Rail Splitters. Mike Yamba sends it ahead. Now Trenton on a run out.
Right idea with the center forward trying to flick the ball around the corner. Well defended there by Lincoln.
Nice low line boot picked up by Jude Lippincott. And Lippincott will send this one back the other way, and Davalos just jumps on top. Zamora sends it down the pitch, got past Diego Estudio Delgado, and that one's going to roll all the way to the other side. Roosevelt will pick it up for a chance at a throw. Almost 13 minutes gone by. Dwayne Lincoln picked up a goal in the 3rd minute. Off the boot of Brandon Hernandez-Contreras. His 5th goal of the season. Since then, back and forth, everybody kind of looking for an advantage. Here's Gasca. Nothing going, and DeCory sends this one over the far side. Long boot, cross field, and too far.
Delgado did well to keep that ball in for a throw-in rather than a goal kick. Delgado and Hernandez up front. Lethal weapon for Lincoln.
Slow roller picked up by Arnold, who boots it back out and along this near touchline. Sanders sends it near side to Gasca. Now Gasca back up to Sanders. Sanders, nice pass back to him, but well covered. Lincoln's got it right back.
Molina's touch was a little bit heavy there.
Too far out in front. Sanders does not, or excuse me, Trenton does not try to go after it. Davalos back on top of it once again. Nice boot up field by Candelario Trejo, one of the captains for Lincoln. Now here's DeCory. Real Splitters trying to set something up here. Jonathan Davia to the near side for Vanavong. And out it goes.
Pass wasn't on. He should have just kept it there, Blake. You know, sometimes you've got to be patient. I'm just looking at the 2 substitutions coming in for Lincoln, in particular Mashingeshu, number 24 and number 19, ready to come into the game. These 2 players will be dangerous.
Roosevelt, kind of a misstep. He kicked that one way over to the far touchline, and then they weren't able to corral it, so a throw-in will be happening way deep in Roosevelt territory. I believe that is Candelario Trejo who's throwing in. Another dangerous spot here defensively for the Rough Riders, who do not want to get down 2-0 in a game like this. Trejo fires, picked up in the middle by Jude Lippincott, who's able to push that one back down the pitch. Roosevelt withstands.
Taken off Hernandez, the goal scorers, for a break.
Lippincott with it here. Going to work this one to the near line to Tretton. But stopped in his tracks by Lucero. Almost a great pass. Lucero was waiting.
It was a poor delivery there with both of the runners going, Lucero and the substitute that's just come on. All he had to do was play it over the top and into the space.
Have a foul called, a little bit of contact. They're almost side hugging each other there. No number 19 on our roster, so it's either Ryan Matuti or Giovanni Davia for Lincoln. We'll wait and see if a 18 or a 19 or 18 or 20 pops up here, but TBD on that one. Tretton battling up against Lucero, now kicked ahead to Davia. And a turn and run for Xavier Kiomani.
Very good defending on the far side there from Roosevelt, but look at Xavier's recovery to come back and win the ball.
Have a foul called on Kiomani. Head official letting him know.
That's good refereeing. Just a little chat there instead of pulling out the cards. Just a little warning, but I'm really impressed with the recovery. Look at that. Was from behind.
Roosevelt off the free kick. Back rolling deep kick down the field. And that one did not work. Tried to clear it. This will be a corner kick. That was really awkward off the leg. And if you're Lincoln, you're going to hope this doesn't cost you.
Well, that's what you'll find from Jude at the back, the captain of Roosevelt, freshman. He'll play those diagonal balls, and if you've noticed, he gets it on his left foot, and he's driving them from left to right. He's looking for the wide players here. Gets a corner out of that. The defending was good initially. They dropped off, but you got to deal with that. It was a simple one to play out.
Andrew Douglas and Jack Washburn are in, and this is A.J. Aitchison who is in. That one went way long. They try to recover from the other side, and no handball. Thought maybe they got one.
Hard to say from here. It looked like it, just from the reaction of the defender.
Another one kind of bopped up in the air, headed out by Lincoln. And it looks like the Rail Splitters defense will hold. I couldn't quite tell who got first touch there off that corner kick, but it was the Lincoln defender who was just kind of sitting and waiting past the goal.
Yeah, he was sitting zonally. The runs didn't quite make it to the far post from Roosevelt, but you can see it was a fantastic in-swinger.
Tretton waiting, just fires upfield. That one's kind of loose, knocked over, and cleared out. They wanted another handball, but they didn't get it. It is going to be a corner nonetheless for Roosevelt. Jack Washburn was the one who had it. He scored the game-winning goal against Dowling Catholic to open the season. And another corner upcoming for the Rough Riders. See if they try anything different here.
1-0 in the last few minutes of the game. Over here at the Mediacom, I believe. Let's see what happens here. If it's going to be another in-swinger, it's going to say good defending. It wasn't a handball. The linesman was right in line.
That one on a line and well covered. Lincoln's on top of it. That's Zamora, who's got room to work here. Clears upfield. Contact is called, and the foul is going to be called on Roosevelt.
Well, the ball should have gone earlier because the runners were going. Xavier made a fantastic run into the channel. That ball should have gone earlier. There were overloads. Good defending, professional foul, as we say.
Head official making sure everybody's understanding here on the penalty call. The penalty is on Washburn. There's the official letting him know. Or excuse me, penalty was on Henry Curtis. Let's see. Here comes the replay here of that foul. Here's Zamora, and here's Curtis, number 13.
I don't see anything wrong with that, to be honest with you.
Seemed like a standard slide tackle.
Yeah, it was a slide tackle. He got the ball first.
Cullen Arnold slams down to the turf and hops on top of that one, so Roosevelt gets away unscathed after the foul. So the Rough Riders, a couple good minutes of offense here, but they're going to try to rally back. Here's a little bit of a lazier pass. A chance for Lincoln to run ahead. Arnold jumps in front. Holds serve on that one, and that one's skied out to the left. Goal kick upcoming.
Again, poor delivery from the back. I believe it was Jude. He stood still afterwards. And again, as you see this year, ball's intercepted. Jude steps up. There's the run from the midfield into the gap, and that's Jude's position. So no one's really filled in. Good goalkeeping, by the way.
Arnold did a great job. That was Trejo, Miguel Candelario Trejo, who was the one who first took the shot. Almost defending, keeps it at 1-0. And, holy smokes, almost.
I've seen that happen before, just keeping the crowd entertained. Lack of concentration there as we see this again. Just took his eye off the ball. He was looking up. Watch this again. He's pointed to the right. Oops, and just.
Oh my gosh.
He saw the funny side of that afterwards, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He is lucky. Stays 1-0, but it's a corner kick upcoming for Arturo Zamora. See if they can have any success here with the corner. Kick on the way. Arnold skies up to get it. He's a lengthy kid. He's got a little bit of height on him, and that's going to help him out. Nice play.
Well taken by Arnold. Came up there, made up for the error earlier.
Good boot back down the pitch. Well knocked back. Battle on the far side. That's Neva DeCory going after it. Let's see who they're going to give it to. They're going to give it to Roosevelt.
Could see DeCory going into that challenge earlier on, getting up and celebrating like it's a goal. I'd love to see that. Surprised that wasn't a foul. It looked like he got hacked there.
This one's coming to the near side. TBD, number 19, rolling with it here. It's either Matuidi or Davia. And we're going to have a foul called. Roosevelt ball off the free kick. And it looks like it's going to be Henry Curtis, the freshman, to take this one.
He doesn't have many options forward. There's more white shirts behind the ball than blue.
Race to the touch. Out it goes.
But that's what you can get out of it. You can get a corner if it's not dealt with, to be honest with you. But the shorter pass was on.
Third try at a corner kick. Jude Lippincott is now the one to kick and try this one for the Rough Riders. Another long kick.
Again, they were looking for the far post, and it was dealt with by Lincoln.
Stop and go. Here's Xavier Chiomani. Hands this one off. Boot up the pitch. Well covered by Curtis. Miscommunication there. Nash Sanders was sitting there in the middle thinking, or that was Jude Lippincott, kind of frustrated with his teammate, saying, hey, I was standing right here. Instead, he decided to go all the way down the field with it. And Davalos will send this one back on a goal kick. 15:38 to go here in the first period. Lincoln leads Roosevelt 1-0. Another high ball picked up by Cullen Arnold. Zamora with it here. Works his way to the center. Well covered, back and forth with Zamora. William Ludwig knocks that one out. It's going to be a corner here for Lincoln. Corner kicks galore.
That was good defending there from Flores, the center back. Carried on his run. I love to see that. Getting involved in the play going forward. He had cover, rotate in. You'll see that from this Lincoln side.
Zamora on to attempt the corner kick. On the way and right into the hands of Colin Arnold.
With a goalkeeper like Arnold, you've got to get someone to make that run into the near post or have someone stand in front of him just in case that happens based on what you've practiced on the training ground as far as set plays go. It's the same as happened for Roosevelt. Beautiful deliveries in, just haven't had the right plays in the right moments.
Zamora got back quick. Now Kiamani sends this one up the field. Can't tell. I believe that's Brian Mutate, and I think it's going to be, goal kick here.
Good defending there from the Roosevelt center back. Lovely ball played through from Xavier Kamani.
Look at the replay.
Delgado running onto it.
So Brian Mutate is number 18, so that would make number 19 Giovanni Davia, if I just had to guess, with no number 20 on the field. Roosevelt trying to set something up here. DeCory clears out.
I'll be having a chat with Jojo about his rosters and getting the numbers right.
Yeah, just throws them off.
Trying to play games with us here.
I don't know if it's because it's a road game. You only have home numbers. Not offsides.
It's flags up.
There it is.
It was questionable from this angle.
It was going to be really close, but offsides is the call.
Again, another run straight down the middle in the central areas, breaking the lines. Looks like we've.
Oh, so it was a foul.
So then a foul.
Yeah, was beforehand.
Offside, yep.
So Zamora will boot this one back with 12 and a half to go in the first.
There's the referee playing advantage. It's a very good decision.
He's got the wind with him. And Arnold.
You see, he smashed a 50-yard ball. Arnold's just come out and he's got players around him. He can just play short and try and draw Roosevelt out. Jude did well. They're showing a bit of skill there at the back. The problem is if they get caught on the counter attack, it's 4 versus 3.
Looks like a couple more subs checking in. Luganga is in for Roosevelt, along with Astudio Delgado in for Lincoln. A couple fresh legs on. It is Lincoln ball here on this near touchline. Goes right back to Roosevelt. Maybe. Back it up. There you go. Whistle called on Davia.
Nothing wrong with that. Just let it go. Well, he's just trying to win the ball. It's been shielded.
Boy, Lippincott being hounded by Delgado. All that, and Lincoln gets it right back.
Again, you restart play. They go back to Arnold in goals. Swing it around the other side.
Official checking the ball again. We had this issue in the girls' game. I don't know. That ball must have gotten back into circulation. We had to stop the game because the ball was not quite what it needed to be. Throw that one out.
I assume the referees check the balls before the kickoff.
That ball goes off to the right. Arnold lets it go off the kick attempt by Matuti. Ten and a half to go here in the first period. Lincoln leads 1-0 over Des Moines Roosevelt. That score came in the 3rd minute of this one. A foul called on Lincoln over on the far side.
Lincoln are just a little bit disconnected as they shift across. There are too many gaps in the horizontal lanes.
Lippincott went short, now backs this one up to Henry Curtis.
This could be the moment just to sit behind the ball, don't chase, save some energy, block the passing lanes.
Ekiamba was there for a moment. It's sent back the other way. Will it stay in? No. Roosevelt gets the throw.
Decory is all over the field. He's covered every blade of turf this first half.
And he's so fast
just
doing
sitting
it.
in front of his back four, cleaning up anything that comes in his way.
Arnold's got it. As they continue to go back and forth, that's Ekiamba here.
Lincoln shaped up in a 4-2-4 off the ball. Looked very well organized there. Frustrating Roosevelt, as you can see.
Yep. That one thrown out, didn't even have a chance. Lincoln ball.
Something to think about for Matt Ream in the second half. One of the respected goal coaches here in the Des Moines Public Schools.
Oh, a little bit of shove in the back. They keep it going.
Same with Jojo, who came into the program 6 years ago. I remember doing that game, Blake. Losing 6-0 to East, and you look at them today, and how he's built the program.
Time flies.
I could put out a little shout for my boy Junior Aso. Should be here. He's probably sitting at home with his feet up. Another key player for Lincoln that could be out here, and hopefully we'll see him out here soon.
It's a far corner throw in here for Lincoln. Trying to maybe put one more on the board here. 8:08 to go here in the first half. Knocked back out again. And it's Roosevelt ball. Well, for Roosevelt, the way the season's gone, besides Dowling Catholic, they really haven't been in this position this season. That Dowling Catholic game, he stayed 0-all for majority of that game, scored late in the final 10 minutes. And now here you get behind early and just kind of...
Dowling Catholic won last night, 2-1. Yep. Had a tie against Valley and looked like a rather frustrating game for both teams. I was watching the game while I was at the Lincoln Marshalltown game.
Multitasking. Only way to do it.
And coming away with nothing in the end.
What happened with the ties? Here's a run-out possibility. Luganga was too far out in front, though.
Got to give credit to the defender there. Dropped off, got his angles right. The left center back did really well.
Luganga with another chance. We have barely called his name tonight, but he just doesn't have the speed to do it. It is knocked out. It will be Roosevelt ball with 6:45 to go here in the first half. On a throw-in.
Arturo Zamora defending really well. Dropped off. I love that. He measured it, dropped in, didn't have to chase. Ball came in front of him, dealt with it, and the recovery there. Getting across the defender and shielding it for his teammate to kick it out. When I would say he could actually keep the ball.
Yes.
Keep the flow going.
Yeah. Nash Sanders is going to check out. Also coming in, Xavier Kiamani back in for Lincoln. Here's your throw in by Roosevelt. A hard throw in. Popped up in the air. Let's see, who's it going to be? It's going to be Lincoln ball. Zamora will be the one to throw it.
Zamora takes the throw. They go into a back three with a bit of depth. Push the left back on in addition to that.
Got a stoppage here. I'm not sure what. Possibly something with the coach.
JoJo's assistant Quinn who's standing up. JoJo is sitting down calmly in his chair there, the technical area. He's got Quinn standing up, barking the orders. Obviously said something that the referee didn't like. Nothing like a little chat, though.
Arnold just sends this thing to the second deck. I mean, all the way to the second deck. Sent this thing up to the press box. And someone caught it. How about that? Throw in here for Lincoln as they continue just to move this thing down the field. Problem is, we don't have a ball. There we go. All of the Shags are on the other side. We don't have a ball over here for some reason.
Are we playing with one ball here tonight? They don't have soccer balls around the ground?
I don't know. Well, they threw out our good one, apparently. It was flat or something.
They ran up to the gas station to pump it up.
Yeah. All right, ball back in play here. Five minutes left here in this first period. Lincoln leads. We'll go all the way back to Davalos. It's been quiet here so far. Hasn't had to do a ton. Nice header by Gasca. Now Luganga.
Luganga did well there.
Fires to the right and just misses. You like that shot attempt, or you think maybe stay a little bit more patient?
Well, I'll tell you what, the goalkeeper made it look spectacular. Diving to the left. As you look at this, great footwork. He's right-footed, wanted to get it back on his right. Great turn, great prep. If it was a little bit closer, it could have been a different result there.
Roosevelt comes up short. Zamora sends this one back the other way. Now back into the feet of Luganga.
Lovely ball from Luganga. Just good defending there.
I believe that's Trenton over there on the far line. Good fake. Trenton and Lippincott going back and forth. Trenton needs help. He swings this one back over Lippincott, and him just going back and forth, and offsides. Good defense there by Lincoln. Kind of put him in a box. Really didn't know where to go, and they get away.
Yeah, they did well. Didn't dive in. Stayed on their feet.
Rough Riders go up empty here, and now a send back the other way for the Rail Splitters.
If I was Roosevelt, I'd look to get the ball into Luganga's feet at every opportunity.
There's a nice ball up ahead. Arnold stops it high in the air, now sends it back the other way. Nice job by Cullen.
Arnold did very well there with Hernandez looking for his second goal.
Here's Chiamani. Singled, now doubled over in the corner. Got to be careful over here if you're Roosevelt. Able to keep it in, and will be Lincoln ball.
Good defending there on the far side. Decore just comes in and slams the ball into them for the throw.
Chance to possibly center, and two guys hit the ground. No call. Now Luganga with it. Run away by Aitchison. Good defense there by Lincoln, as that was, I believe, yep, that was number 12, Akiamba.
I tell you what, going back to that last penalty area situation, a great defending from Roosevelt. Because I tell you what, that ball was connected, would have probably gone in the back of the net. Great defending there.
There's Lippincott trying to look down the field. He's got Luganga, but too far out in front. And Zamora's going to let this thing dribble out of bounds.
Again, covered by, I believe, Zamora.
Zamora's been back there, and then
could be Zamora or
Lucero's been back there as well. 1.5 to go here in the first.
Lucero's had a good game at left back so far.
Aitchison fires high and just to the left.
Tight angle there.
Yeah, that was going to be
nice
tough.
Touch out wide, going past his defender. It had to be something special there in the connection. As we look at this again, flick on. Nice touch, heading it into the penalty area. Didn't waste time, struck it with his left foot. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, not a bad shot. Ball up in the air, headed out by Roosevelt. Now clear back. Everybody called off. Davalos hops on it. He's kind of looking around here. You know, he's got time, under a minute left, half a minute here. Follows, going to come running up again. Kicks this one out. Attendee with it for a moment, and it looks like Roosevelt content to take this thing to halftime. 1-0 is your score as we go to the halftime break. Lincoln scores in the 3rd minute, and so far that's all that they have needed. We'll take a break. When we come back, more action here from Mediacom Stadium. Lincoln leads 1-0.
DeArmond Ames, it's the Declaration of Deals sales event. Come see our great selection of Jeeps. Lease a new 2025 Wrangler for just $265 a month, or get up to $10,000 off a 2025 Grand Cherokee. DeArmond Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Ames.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
It's Truck Month at DeArmond Ford Indianola. Save $15,000 off a 2025 Ford F-150 or lease it for just $399 a month. Get $4,000 off a 2025 Maverick or $5,000 off a 2025 Ranger. DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker, Justin Forster with you here Des Moines Lincoln leads over Des Moines Roosevelt. 1-0 is your score. A score in the 3rd minute by Brandon Hernandez-Contreras has Lincoln leading so far, and that's really all she wrote, Justin. I mean, the goal in the first 3 minutes, and other than that, back and forth. Both teams have had their opportunities, but Lincoln has held serve for the most part.
I think Lincoln have had more opportunities, to be honest with you. Goalkeeper has pulled us up. Arnold has pulled off a couple of great saves. Again, it's the ball down the middle that's caught them. Arnold's read them well and has cleared the lines. Roosevelt haven't really threatened. But I think they could be dangerous if they get Lugango on the ball more often at feet. If he inverts into the midfield in the central area, which I've noticed he has a lot of space, he's tricky, he's skillful, he can run at players, and he's obviously, we've witnessed a great shot from a little further out. He's got to get close. I think they could threaten. They need to push more players forward between lines, especially through the midfield. And I think Matt Ream's smart enough as a coach that he might see that and make those adjustments. Lincoln just need to keep it tight at the back.
We'll see how everything shakes out as we get ready for the second half of action here shortly. Lincoln leads over Roosevelt 1-0. We'll be back for your second half. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
There's a lot going on at DeArmond Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Knoxville. It's the declaration of deals combined with Truck Month. Save big on new 2025 Ram 1500. $12,000 off, plus 3.9% for 72 months. Step up to a 2025 Ram HD, up to $13,000 off. And every Ram comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Lease a new 2025 Wrangler for $265 a month. Get up to $10,000 off on a 2025 Grand Cherokee. All happening now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
3, 2, action.
Wilson Toyota and Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa High School sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Run.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Second half, we're ready to get rolling here. 40 minutes back on the clock. Des Moines Lincoln leads Des Moines Roosevelt 1-0. Score just 3 minutes into the match. Has Lincoln up 1-0. They would prefer maybe to get a little bit more breathing room, but defenses did their job in that first half. The wind still going to be now at the backs of Roosevelt. We'll see if that makes any difference here. Rough Riders really never had a quality shot on goal, it felt like, either, so we'll see what Coach Ream has worked on at the halftime break as we are underway.
They're going to plant the ball in the bottom corner.
And how aggressive do you want to be here in the early portions? I felt like just in that first half, Luganga probably gave Roosevelt the best opportunity whenever he had the ball at his feet. I wouldn't be surprised probably if they try to go back to him. He's right here with the ball. A lot of contact. Going to be a foul on Luganga.
I love the way he plays. He's very aggressive. He loses the ball. You see that? Sportsman-like, just goes back, shakes hands. He's got a bit of bite about him, that's for sure. He's a player in the second half you want to keep on as long as possible, as they do on the other end with DeCory. Maver DeCory, he's a 90-minute player. Unless he's injured or
I was going to say
his
the motor
foot's hanging off, then he might come off.
Motor does not stop for Maver DeCory. Lincoln trying to go on a run out here. Centering for the most part. Cleared out momentarily by Lippincott. And look out. A chance here. Center opportunity. And just getting down to go get it. I believe that was... I can't tell who that was. I'll catch it here in a second. Number 16, Andrew Douglas, hit the turf and made a phenomenal save.
Again, Andrew Douglas throwing his body on the line. Fantastic cutback. Roosevelt caught early in the game again like they were in the first half as they are in the second half. They just haven't come out the way they should come out. They could have been caught there, could have been 2-0 down. Thanks to Douglas, they're still in the game.
That was a heck of a play. But there was a foul called, so Lincoln's going to get a kick here. Granted, it's going to be in the wind. Let's see. Xavier Chiamani going to be the one to kick this one. Arnold, well, was almost on top of it. His teammate was also going for it. Kind of got kicked in the hand. Now they try to center.
It's a communication error there. Arnold might have had a voice about him, but they had the same problem. I saw this on Friday night with Lincoln. Everyone lined up at the far post, and all the end swingers went to the near post.
Another chance here. No, lost it there. Picked up by Matendi. It seems like every corner kick tonight, far post. Not many near post sets off the corner kicks. Lincoln's got more numbers here. With Hernandez Contreras. Well covered. Arnold jumps on top of it. Boy, Roosevelt a little, not lax, but Lincoln's up on it here to start the second half.
Brandon Hernandez-Contreras won the ball there. He hesitated a bit. He was going to pull the trigger, and then the overlap came in from Xavier. Looked to play him, didn't quite work out with the pass, and obviously it was an easy one for the keeper.
Roosevelt trying to get moving here with Trenton. Hands this one back. Now back to Trenton. Stuck in a lot of heavy traffic. See if he can turn it here with the left. Out it goes, and it's going to be a corner. Another corner into the wind this time. And it is going to be
player there for Roosevelt. Number 27, Hamisi Ntende. Great piece of skill. Get those guys in the right area. Combining, I tell you what, they'll be on fire if they get it right.
So here's Trenton. On the way, and just barely snagged by Davalos.
We spoke about the set pieces, the corners going into the near post. Just get someone in front of the goalkeeper. Maybe it was meant for the far post.
Again, that wind was kind of coming at him when he took that. Lincoln trying to respond here off the corner. Zamora had a really good first period there defensively. Had it momentarily. Now Luganga chases after it. Up against Zamora.
Luganga wants to go 1v1. He just lost his footing there.
Will be Roosevelt ball here.
Nothing like a rivalry game here in the Des Moines Public Schools. Always been a big one. They share the spoils so far, 50%.
They have,
right?
yeah.
Last year, I believe, Roosevelt won with 3-0.
Yep. Since 2012, 6-6. Since 2012, a team has won two straight. Roosevelt trying to continue that trend. If not, Lincoln could break that trend here tonight. And somehow have never faced in the postseason in that time span. It's all been regular season matches. Free kick here for Zamora. With under 35 to go here in the second half.
I think your tone will change once you
Nice ball to the middle, Delgado. Roosevelt thought for sure there was another handball somewhere in there. We play on.
Delgado showing what he's worth with a tricky piece of play as he gets on the ball here again.
Foul called on Roosevelt. Not a bad spot for a free kick here for Delgado. Got a stoppage. Nope.
Referee's not happy with that. Stealing a few extra yards.
Back him up. All right. Delgado with a chance here on the free kick.
That's what rules are there, to be broken.
Kick on the way. Roosevelt had 4 defenders there. And somehow almost got snuck back through. I believe, I couldn't quite tell who that was, but somebody got almost a free shot as Arnold will toss this thing aside.
Just ricocheted off the 3 defenders that were in the way, and that was easy for Arnold in the end.
Douglas tried to center back to the middle, now back with Lincoln.
It's well played from Lincoln, just slow the game down. Delgado looks like he's enjoying it on the ball.
When does it get to a point, Justin, here in the second half for Lincoln where you're like, okay, let's maybe settle to a more defensive approach than trying to get more on offense?
It depends on the momentum of the game. I mean, if you're having success right now going forward, you're having success in possession of the ball, you want to continue playing like that. If you're having success going forward with opportunities, sometimes if you make the changes and you drop off, it can hurt you in the long run.
Chance for a run out, but Lincoln's on top of it. Good coverage that time by William Ludwig, but it will be a goal kick. Thought maybe they got a corner out of it, but a goal kick.
That was Abel Molina. with the run off the blind side from the far side on the left-hand side. Just catching them out wasn't quite enough as the back line. I believe, as you said, Ludwig came across and dealt with it.
Jack Washburn is in. Number 24, Nash Sanders, is also in for Roosevelt. Lazy pass there. That's going to give Lincoln a spot. Colin Arnold back there at the goal saying, hey, let's calm down.
I think if Luganga goes back in, he's got to go into a central midfield area where he can be effective. He's creative. He'll make things happen.
Yeah, they've kind of kept him
far side. On the right, and I think you've got to utilize him in areas where he's going to create and hurt the opposition. He's come off it. I saw Matt Ream having a little chat with him.
More great defense by Lincoln. It will be Roosevelt ball, though. Long toss down the pitch. Astudillo was there to recover. Haven't called his name. It's on tonight for the Rail Splitters.
Good defending there, just covering the space. I believe that was Xavier. Xavier on the ball now, but the coverage from the midfield was absolutely fantastic.
Trenton got out in front of that one for Kiomani, but Kiomani's not going away. Trenton's trying. He's still holding the ball. Now he finally gives it up.
Kiomani didn't give up there. Trenton did well. He had the goalkeeper. Arnold came out, gave him an angle, obviously didn't want it. The interception there in space was Delgado. He's actually having a very good second half. He had a great first half as well.
Stop point here. Candeliaro Trejo had it momentarily. Now back to him, and now back to Zamora. All alone on the defensive side. In the middle with DeCory. Nash Sanders trying to work his way in off the bench. Now a boot back down the pitch. A.J. Aitchison in there. Whole bunch of players get together, but they get away.
Great defending there from the two center backs against the big striker for Roosevelt. Zamora and Flores.
Jack Washburn over there for a moment. Now they go back. Now with Washburn. DeCory sends this one to the other side. Trenton is waiting. Got lucky there. Now Trenton there in the center, and foul is called.
And that's just called awareness.
This is the best spot we've seen tonight for Roosevelt on a free kick opportunity.
Candelero wasn't aware that Trenton was out wide. He should have been aware of him, obviously, as the right back. He's got to know where he is, where Trenton is, and where the ball is. He was caught by surprise.
It's Jude Lippincott. Looks like trying to set this one up with his left. And it runs right into the line of the three defenders sitting right there.
1v1 here, out of your picture.
Nice.
Didn't quite get it in there.
Xavier Kiomani got away, and then an even better play by Luendo Ikiamba. That was a really couple good seconds of ball right there.
Yeah,
here's a look at the replay.
Great defending, critical defending here. As we say, emergency defending, as Xavier played the ball out, well weighted, but look at that interception there. Absolutely great. Grit determination.
Colin Arnold got that throw in. And we'll boot this thing back the other way for Roosevelt. That is a great boot. Roosevelt player goes down, and another foul. That was Aitchison.
Can't afford to give free kicks away in those areas.
Well, and a same spot. I mean, he got away with the first one, obviously defensively. Here's a look at the replay. Aitchison, I think, is going to get tagged in the back. I hate to say it, I think he got
Decory pushed.
Either Decory pushed him or maybe he
Decory
tripped on.
pushing him in the back there.
Maybe tripped on somebody else's leg.
Away from the run of play on the ball.
Yeah. So
That's
Lippincott.
Decory for you. He's that type of player, Blake.
So Lippincott tries again. The first time ran right into the wall of 3. This time he tries to compensate for it, and it's picked up. Nicely done by David Davalos. He's not the tallest guy, but man, he can jump.
Davalos didn't have much to do there. No runners. Lippincott's got to put a little more bend on the ball. Just whip it round. I see he's moved into the midfield. I wonder if this is something that's come from the bench.
Foul is called and yellow card.
The Lincoln bench has gone absolutely bananas down there.
Man.
Jojo just stepped up. He's lost it. Hat fell to the ground. As we look at this again,
I don't know.
I don't see anything. I just don't see anything malicious.
I don't either.
I thought it's a couple of players going for the ball. It is a yellow card, I believe, for Xavier.
I think so. It's either him or Lucero. I didn't see it when they came off. Nash Sanders was the recipient of the foul.
But you got 2, 3, 4 players going into challenges there. I didn't see anything malicious. I didn't see a yellow card in there, to be honest with you.
I agree with you. I feel like it was more of a flop kind of into contact than anything.
As this game goes on, it's going to get a bit chippy anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of these players know each other from club. And
Shengasho checks in for the first time tonight for Lincoln, number 24. So free kick off the yellow card here. It's a big crowd here as well. They're going to get a little restless here in the final 25.
It's great over the years, Blake, to see the crowd attendance at high school games just increasing all the time.
Phenomenal. Here's the boot. Set up. Sanders waiting too much.
It's too congested.
Yeah, Lincoln gets out of it momentarily. No Luganga on the field. Ikeyamba is the one who's over there, number 12.
Put in that great tackle earlier on.
Yeah. Again, just a lot of congestion like you talked about. Lincoln gets away.
Well, Lincoln are doing a good job just keeping the central area around the penalty area as compact as possible and basically saying, try and get through us now. But again, on that free kick, there's something you do with about 5 minutes to go. This is what you look to do, is the ball in behind there.
Out in front, Roosevelt wanted maybe a shirt grab. Jamie Rico, who we haven't really talked about a ton, he was number 21 up ahead. Now we got another foul called as a Roosevelt player hits the deck again. Oh my. Head official is not happy.
But just earlier on there, Davalos was caught in no man's land. He was lucky the defender got across, because that could have been 1-1.
Jude Lippincott is getting a talking to. I'm kind of surprised nothing came out of that, but
if you know Lippincott personally, you might. But as you look at this again, good tackle there. Now he's going for the ball. Just talk, just have a chat with the player. Now he gets a yellow card for it.
Kick on the way, headed out momentarily. Davalos stayed in the goal.
There was a better delivery there from Lippincott, but this could be dangerous. There's enough Blues jerseys around it.
This is Davia, who lost it momentarily. Now Tretton back to him. Oh, man. Another foul called on Lincoln.
So when you talk about fouls, that's a foul.
Yes.
Did no intention to actually win the ball.
You said it, and I fully believe it. The last 24 minutes here are going to be pretty interesting. There's just a whiff, and Lincoln gets it back.
It was a little bit like Arnold in the first half. Douglas, Andrew Douglas, just taking his eye off the ball. It happens. Well, it's just concentration with everything going on in the pace of the game.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I mean, the foul's kind of benefiting Roosevelt in some ways, but you got to keep the composure down. You're still down 1-0. Again, no overtime anymore. It's still, a game can end in a tie, but Lincoln has locked things down defensively. Now it's still going to be Lincoln ball. Out again, going to have substitution. Luganga is back in the match for the first time in a while.
He was on the right-hand side at the start of the second half. He's moved to the left-hand side.
But you talked about it. Could be used better in the middle. Or just centralized.
Just from what I've seen, this is the first time I've seen him play. He has a chance.
Just out of reach for Roosevelt. That was number 19, Jack Washburn. The hero against Dowling, who had a really good chance. All right. Roosevelt, another chance for the throw-in. Nice clear.
Roosevelt controlling a bit of the second half. The ball's been in the Lincoln half. Lincoln, irrespective of defending very well, we're keeping it very compact.
Nice move by DeCory.
Roosevelt just needs to be a little more creative, and that's why I bring up Luganga.
Yep.
If he moves in slightly inverted, he could cause some problems.
Trenton awaiting here on this near side. Here is Luganga. Kicked out, corner.
There's his first piece. Wins the corner off his first touch there coming into the second half.
Nope, they give it a goal kick. Say it was touched. Roosevelt thought for sure they had earned themselves a corner, but head official says no, and it'll be a goal kick for Zamora. Ball drops right back into the lap of Trenton. Now back to Luganga. Fires to the middle and almost worked the header off of Jamie Rico.
I'm just going to mention his name again, Luganga. Cutting it onto his right foot, as you can see here. Doesn't have much space. Not much backswing. Picks his target. Another opportunity there.
Very close. Just over 20 minutes to go here in this one. Don't know. Was that, yeah, called foul. Foul on Trenton, I assume. Or excuse me, that's Jack Washburn over there.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have given a foul there.
I
like to see the game flow.
Roosevelt had a chance there. If that wasn't a foul, that was.
I don't think it was a foul. It was an opportunity to counterattack as well.
Sanders and contact, and this will be a yellow card to Roosevelt. As Sanders has his first yellow card.
It was a nice clean first half from what we witnessed. It's getting a bit
It was
chippy
moving
now as
along.
you look at this again. He footed into DeCory. You could see he was going for the ball. I mean, I think sometimes you can just give them a little warning, because then when it starts getting out of hand.
Another Roosevelt player being talked to. Henry Trenton. You know, I didn't go back and watch it, but I did see today the IHSAA put out like a 50-minute video of an officials meeting, and it was going over scenarios. And I think I'll go home and watch it tonight because they go over huddle footage, all these different scenarios, how to handle different scenarios.
Was it a high school one?
Yeah. It was from the Iowa High School Athletics Association.
Oh, that's awesome that they do that.
Yeah,
I think that's brilliant.
They did it for football, like during the fall, and then finally, I guess they decided, let's try it for soccer. It's like a 50-minute video. They said they're going to do it weekly. They'll go over all the
social
scenarios.
media and.
Yeah, it'll be. I assume it was on social media. I saw it on YouTube. It's just on their YouTube page, but I just saw it. My recommended.
Blake, I think that's a great idea because that's referees keeping each other accountable, like we do as coaches and players.
Yeah. Arnold jumps on top of that one, but boy, he took a hard fall on his either funny bone or something. He's holding his elbow, and he's still down over top of the ball.
And then as that's going on out of your picture, DeCorey made a 50, 60-yard sprint back to the halfway line.
Arnold does hop back up. And be a goal kick here. But yeah, a great opportunity for officials to share, to learn, because you never know. Anything could happen, and some, how
I think
you
it's awesome to see through their lens what they're looking at.
Yeah.
As coaches, we'll moan, and like we've all done it. I have a good relationship with most officials out there, and we'll chat about it. That looked like a very tough challenge in the center of midfield there. The referee has stopped it.
Trainers coming out on the field, full sprint trainers coming out on the field. I can't tell who that was. I believe it might be Washburn.
Got laid out in the center of of the field there, as you could see.
We'll step aside for a quick break here during this injury timeout. 1-0, Lincoln leads. Henry Curtis is the injured Roosevelt player who's walking off on his own power. Good to see. Took a really tough hit there at the midfield.
It was nice to see him actually walking off because it was a tough hit there. It was a fair challenge, but, he came off second best.
Yep. So 19-14 to go here in this second half. Lincoln leads 1-0. Roosevelt will get a free kick here. A bit of an awkward header that almost works out in the favor of Lincoln.
Look at the counterattack now. This could be a problem.
Very big issue here as the runaway for Kiomani. Kiomani fires into the lap of Cullen Arnold. And two players are down. The defender over there as well. Couldn't quite tell who it was. Looks like it's probably going to be a cramp for both guys.
Kiomani's down. The other one looks like cramp, but, you see how compact.
Yeah.
Lincoln have it around the penalty area. It's predictable. Maybe go short on this, but as you can see, they're tired legs as Kiomani just gets it onto his left foot. Good defending, though, just coming across, slowing him down, and straight into Arnold.
It was William Ludwig who was the Roosevelt player down. I got to give a huge shout out to Cullen Arnold. He worked on the calf of Xavier Kiomani, so good sportsmanship there by Cullen to help out his opponent there, stretching out the calf muscle.
And it's good to see that. You battle it out on the field there, and you show your sportsmanship to your colleagues. Some of these guys are friends away from the field here, but when you're out there, it's an absolute battle.
Game has slowed down significantly here in the last 10 minutes as everybody trying to find an advantage here. Here's Henry Tretton. Send this one backwards. Up ahead. Good coverage there by to Corey. Ooh, nice play right through.
That's composure there from Decory, just turning back. Need players like that in the midfield just to slow the game down at times, because it is 100 miles an hour. It's
it is.
Transition
Yeah.
back and forth.
Under 18 to go. Davia couldn't catch up to that one, so it is a throw-in off that step. So now it's a throw-in here for Lincoln.
Looks like Delgado's back into the game.
And I think we got a foul call in the far corner. This will be into the wind here for Astudillo Delgado.
Outswinger away from the keeper.
There's a high shot that misses high. And they come up empty. Still time here for Roosevelt. 17 minutes to go. Long boot down the pitch. Here's Jonathan Davia over there in white for Lincoln, trying to find it over on the far touchline. It is kicked out. Missed opportunity there for the Rough Riders. Number 19, Jack Washburn, he knew it.
You know, there's still 16:40 left of this game, and it's absolute madness out there. Slow the game down. Be patient. Do the craziness with 5 minutes to go.
Lincoln trying to run, well blocked, but a corner upcoming. I think that was Jude Lippincott who got all the way down there. This will be the first time they've tried a corner from that far corner.
It's going to be an outswinger, but again, good defending there from the center back, just getting across.
No call, we play on.
That looked like a dive from here.
Yeah. Here's Luganga.
Good defending from Decory. Yep. Decory and Luganga.
That's a fun little matchup.
I must say, Decory's done very well in this game. And, you know, when we look at it, we look at goal scorers in there, but looking at the details of certain players off the ball and the amount of ground he's covered and tackles and how he's broken up play as Trenton breaks forward.
Yeah, Trenton's really working hard. They got around one. Shot on goal. It's good! Jack Washburn, the hero against Dowling Catholic, comes up big again.
Let's talk about Washburn's first touch as he received the ball, the flexibility in his hip onto his right foot, the touch out of his foot, immaculate, absolutely fantastic. But what a ball played and hard work there, but look at that touch. Into space, cover coming across, absolutely brilliant. Perfect technique. Great strike from Washburn into the bottom corner on the opposite side of the goalkeeper.
There's one more look at it from way away.
Look at that ball. Trenton did all the work, set it up. But look at the turn of the hips, the first touch. Unbelievable.
So Washburn does it again, and with 15:37 to go, we're knotted at 1. I can tell you right now, neither of these teams would love to tie. Buckle up. It's going to be a wild 15 minutes here. Zamora trying not to get too far behind. That's Jamie Rico. It sure felt like Roosevelt might break through. You talked about the possession. Roosevelt has had it in Lincoln's possession most of this second half.
Yeah, they've just shown it there. A great opportunity with all the chances that Lincoln have had. Arnold's been fantastic in goals for Roosevelt. Give him some credit. But I tell you what, Trenton, when he won that ball, drifted across, it was the right pass, right weight from Trenton. And then the touch from Washburn, absolutely fantastic.
Good clear out. Seems like they're trying to get this thing to Luganga here. Trenton continuing to tiptoe the line. It's going to be out. It will be Roosevelt ball.
This should set us up for an exciting 15
I was gonna
minutes
say.
here.
Yeah, just like that, and all the momentum here with the Rough Riders. Lincoln's going to have to start finding something. Here comes the throw in. Centered in the middle. Cleared out momentarily. Ekyamba for a moment had it there. Now a chance to get out and run. This is Abutu. Cristiano Abutu, who we haven't called his name a ton tonight. That one's kicked out. Substitutions coming in.
Hernandez is back in, yep.
That's a big one to get back. And again, we don't have a number 11, so I'm just going to assume it's Alec Vanavong. And then Brian Matatu is back in as well. Under 13 and a half to go.
Been a game of two halves.
It has.
Lincoln in the first half on the ball. But don't get me wrong, Lincoln have had chances in the second half.
Chance to center. Contreras, this one's knocked around. Contreras again off the rebound, and Colin Arnold finally picks it up. I was going to say, they had three guys down there. You'd hate to give up the goal. I see a lot of tired bodies on the field right now.
Contreras was given a lot of space there as well. He could have made something of that.
Contact there at the midfield. They let him play on.
Contreras, Delgado, and Hernandez back in it.
Delgado kicks it out. We'll stay with Lincoln. I believe that is Andrew Douglas, who is waiting to come back in. Colin Arnold skies up to get it.
He's done well with that under pressure. Not easy to gather that ball.
Luganga trying to go after it. Well covered there by the rail splitters. And a foul is called on Lincoln.
There's good cover there from the center back.
This is not going to be too bad of a spot for a free kick. The wind's going to be coming towards him to the left just a little bit, and it is Jude Lippincott, the one to kick. And stoppage. They were tossing water bottles in.
I have a feeling it's the 10 yards that has been asked
I think that was, yeah. They're putting everybody down field here. Here's Lippincott. Headed up in the middle, and Davalos hops on it. That kind of awkwardly kind of hung in the air. I don't even know if anyone really caught a piece of it.
Luganga was on the acrobatics there for a minute. Would have been spectacular if he would have got a hold of that ball.
Here's Astudillo for Lincoln. Sends this one up pitch. Skied up and out, Lincoln ball.
Momentum's changed.
It
Roosevelt's way.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see how they're pressing now. There's that energy about them.
Oh, my, that's going to be a yellow.
So we talk about yellow cards. I have a feeling that might be a yellow card.
Yeah, I figured as such. Franco Gasca, I mean, he didn't even stay on the field.
I've seen more cards come out here than I have in a casino, but look at that. That's just silly to do that.
Yeah, I don't.
He knew it. He
awareness. You talked about awareness earlier. And he knew it, too. He walked right off the field. That's just, that's about as cutthroat as it gets. So Gasca gets the yellow.
So I'm looking at the distances here. The other center back could come in closer.
Yeah,
look at the distance they would have to run. Go back to your goalkeeper, kill some time here. I mean, pull them out.
Zamora on the far side.
And then they proved me wrong.
I was going to say, I mean, not bad. Look out in the middle. Roosevelt able to cover and set back the other way. But Luganga was so far up, he's not even up the pitch.
They were 40 yards, 45 yards of distance there. Maybe just play it short, try and draw them out.
Sanders gets it out. Lincoln ball. Just over 10 minutes to go.
Good challenge there on Sanders.
Andrew Douglas, who had the phenomenal save there earlier, checks back in. And I believe that's Lippincott who checks out. Long boot back the other way, chasing after it is Vanavong. Number 11 for Lincoln, and Vanavong's got it. Good one-on-one, hands this one off to Matutu, and it's well cleared.
Didn't quite get his first touch right.
Well battled game here so far, but neither of these teams wants to end it in a draw. Foul is called on Roosevelt, and it's going to be a yellow.
But just earlier on there, Decore played a lovely threaded ball just between the lines there. As we look at this again, look at this pass. Just threads it through, eliminates 3 defenders, 2-footed tackle, definitely a yellow card.
It's Yamba, who is on the yellow card, and back in goes William Ludwig.
Yamba, the right back.
Can Lincoln do anything with this free kick?
Looks like most of the white jerseys are lined up towards the far post, some central, unless they have something different. There's one sneaking in, I believe.
Free kick on the way. That's not bad. Headed out, though, and cleared.
Good free kick. Outswinger away from Arnold.
Set high and to the road. Vanavong got a little too much underneath of it. Well, we had a chance. There was a bicycle kick attempt, and then there was the ball sent way high.
That was just tired.
Yeah. Ekyamba is back in the match.
That's the rule with the yellow card now. You don't have to wait 5 minutes.
Just have to come out.
They better be careful. I've seen a few yellow cards thrown around. Just got to be careful of not getting sent off. Both teams can't afford to lose a player in this game or a suspension.
Contact over there, Jack Washburn. Lincoln heads over here. Just over 8 minutes to go.
Lucero on the far side. Lincoln's left back will have his hands full with Washburn.
Jamie Rico trying to get around a couple. Centers to the middle. They got a chance here, but a little bit behind. Aitchison.
Touch let him down. He was 1v1 here with the right back.
Aitchison missed his opportunity just barely, and now Lincoln with a chance to go.
Good defending there.
Foul on Lincoln.
Had to be a good ball played through. Both of the forwards were running away, dropping the back line with them at the same time. That's where you want someone to pop up in the pocket or one of them to show at feet.
There's Vanavong over there. Still time left for both teams, but they're going to have to get something rolling here quick. A chance to run again for Aitchison. Here's Luganga. Luganga centers to the middle. Can't get around one. Comes up empty. Sanders, nothing there. Washburn fires high into the left.
Luganga, again, being a menace around the penalty area. See what I mean? The ball pops out, ends up at Washburn. Washburn must be one of the most freshest players out there. He's not doing much running. I've seen him do a bit of covering off the ball, but I tell you what, he gets that ball, one-touch goal there.
He knows where to be.
Trying to get it around the corner.
Not great here for Roosevelt. Trenton is limping off. He has been he had that assist for Washburn as he limps off the pitch. So in comes William Ludwig.
Trenton's put in a shift here as
Yeah.
well.
We're going to hope maybe they can get him back here. Foul on Roosevelt.
Lippincott going into the challenge with Hernandez. Sense an overlap here. If Delgado gets in the ball and the right back runs past him, got 2v1 in the wide area.
And again, they're going to let Zamora be the one to send it here. 6:10 to go. Here's Zamora. It's a low liner, knocked up in the air, covered well. Chance for a shot here to the left. Arnold right there. Vanavong almost had it.
I was just looking at Arnold's positioning. It was looked like it was to the right-hand side of where his defenders were, with the whole left side open.
Yep.
Delgado trying to turn into defenders, ran his way, managed to get the ball out.
Short play here. Chiomani now sent ahead. Offsides. Rare offsides call tonight.
That's the third time the right back has been caught out on the far side with the ball in behind, just stepping in.
Replay coming of our previous chance at the goal there that Arnold was able to hop on.
That was Delgado just trying to turn into plays, but look at that, straight at Arnold. It was to the right-hand side of his goal.
Got a player getting up slowly here. And we're going to get a stoppage with 4:54 to go. Head officials having a chat here with Coach Ream. Probably the clock. No, they're just putting it back to 5 minutes. They'll give you 6 seconds. 6 extra seconds here on the clock.
Six big seconds could mean something
It
at the end
could.
of the game.
It very well could be. Officials making sure of it. There we go. 5 minutes on the clock. He's on it. That was Diego Astudillo Delgado who was the one who limped off. So see if that changes anything. Everybody's way back here for Roosevelt. Got behind a couple, but nothing there. Was it touched?
It's going to be a goal kick.
No, it wasn't touched. And AJ
Delgado, the culprit, walking back to defend the corner. I was watching it there. Turned around, saw the goal kick, and thought, I'll take that.
AJ Aitchison thought for sure,
Zamora, possibly, yeah.
Aitchison, he was for sure. He was ready to go to the corner. He thought that's why he didn't go after it too hard. Here's Luganga in the middle, but too far ahead.
He was indecisive there on the second touch. Just
Hernandez Contreras really working hard. He scored that first goal for Lincoln. Just not even 3 minutes into this one. Trying to be the hero here. Vanavong on the far side. Contreras goes down, no call. Was it saved in time? It's going to be a corner.
But I tell you what, again, great defending there from Roosevelt. Lovely ball played in. Perfect weight as Hernandez came in on his left foot looking to finish that.
Time is ticking. 3:42 to go. Here comes the corner. Jonathan Davia is going to be the one to take it.
They've only got 3 players in the penalty area, being very cautious here.
Nash Sanders easily heads it out.
Surprised that Lincoln being very, very cautious. Lovely ball played through again.
Chance here. Sanders trying to stay in front of it. And in the lap of Jude Lippincott, who sends it back the other way.
Lincoln are carving Roosevelt open on that far side. Lincoln's left side.
Here's DeCory.
Just losing the shape out there.
Gonna work it to the near side. Hernandez Contreras gets free for a moment. He'll stop and wait. He'll back this thing back up to Trejo. Contreras centers, well covered. Roosevelt holds.
That's better football there with the combinations. They're the triangles, the half spaces and wide areas. Movement off the ball. It's lovely to see that.
This is Lucero with 2:23 to go. Another chance to a center. Nothing there.
Just 2 white jerseys in the penalty area compared to the 4-5 Roosevelt dark blue jerseys.
Laganga is frustrated. He thought he had a real big opportunity there.
So if they get the right ball into Laganga, he's going to go through. He's got the pace.
Here comes Sanders. He's on a run out all by himself. Nash Sanders making it work. Down he goes. They're going to let him play on. 1:47 to go.
What a tackle. I see the Roosevelt bench up in arms.
Roosevelt's got nobody back. Here comes Kiomani. Centered shot. No good. Just misses to the left. Whistle blows as we got multiple players down on the field.
In transition. Critical tackle earlier on. Luganga going in offside position. Tackle played in.
I think this is Brian
transition
Matusu.
here.
Yep.
Look at Xavier here. Just well-weighted ball and hit first time. Was it covered by Arnold is the question on that near post, but he had to get down to that with his right hand. It is a goal kick. You can see some tired legs out there.
Say, I don't know how much is left in the tank for these guys. 1:32 to go from a draw. And what a draw it would be. This has been a phenomenal match. I know I said they hadn't played in the postseason ever, but maybe we can change that this year. This one's just booted up. Davalos is going to come over and almost let it go. He did. That was close. Gonna be a goal kick.
Like he didn't touch that.
I was going to say, I don't really know. He was a little nonchalant there. All right, who's got anything left in the tank?
Davalos could actually just play it short to the player taking it. Could gain some ground to the top of the penalty area before he's pressed, and then deliver if they want to do that.
Foul called, but clock's ticking. Clock's ticking, and Roosevelt really doesn't seem to care. 42 seconds left. They're going to let Cullen Arnold come up and take this. He's got the boot. I mean, this is
taking the risk.
Yeah, this is going to be it.
Arnold, if this ball breaks, they're going to wait. He's got to play it now at least.
Arnold's kick on the way. Headed out by Zamora. In the center, Sanders.
Sanders had to get his head to that. It was critical because the counterattack was on.
Luganga battling. Foul is called with 8 seconds. And it looks like, as we go down the pitch, this one's going to end in a draw. 1-1 is your final score. Everybody on the field hits the deck as Justin, the rules, they changed a couple years ago. Draws hurt. I mean, that's a tough way to go out, but what a well-fought game by both sides.
I think a draw is in fairness, is a fair result,
yeah.
To be honest with you here. Both teams worked incredibly hard out there. Again, it was transition end-to-end. As you can see, they all dropped to the ground afterwards, but fair result for both groups. Respectable coaches, as in Jojo for Lincoln and Ream for Roosevelt. Have utmost respect for each other. But what an incredible game to finish up with. And 1-1, you don't want to go to extra time.
No.
Because that's it, you fatigue and that and injuries.
Well, that will do it for us. Thanks to everyone on our entire production crew. For our producer, Randy Nielsen, he's Justin Vorster. I'm Blake Walker saying so long from MediaCom Stadium, where Roosevelt and Lincoln end in a draw. Thanks for watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers on Douglas Avenue.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Run, jump, lisp, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.